There we are. Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of a Monday Brood War stream. What is up? Hope everyone's having a great day. It is time for more StarCraft. We got the Twitch dimension here. We have the YouTube dimension here, the red dimension. What is up? We've got Marsaragai, Dalaveal, Lucky Noob, Jordan, nOOB, Farewell here today. We've got new sound alerts. We've got the red dimension. Jatox is here. We've got Vincent, Alessandro, Vlad, Supercat, and Ivan. Vlad says Black Bag was an excellent movie. I did go see that yesterday. It was kind of funny because I went to my local movie app, tried to get a ticket to it at my local theater, and they're like, I don't know, there aren't any showtimes for today. Maybe you want to go tomorrow. And I'm like, what? And then I expanded it, and it's like, hey, we're playing Black Bag at like 4 other movie theaters in the valley.
Vastly underestimate
Which,
me, my dear.
Hilarious, honestly.
I don't think so, Admiral. You see, at this point, I'm pretty much the queen bitch of the universe.
Anyway, yeah, point here is that I had to drive about 15 minutes away to a bit of a further movie theater. Not a big deal. It was fine. They had heated seats at that one. My local theater only has the recliners. It doesn't have the heated seat tech, which is honestly pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, Black Bag was great. I mean, it reminds me of those movies they used to make back in the 90s and the 80s and stuff, where it's just like, here's just kind of like adults being adults, and there's a lot of dialogue, and there's excellent performances here, but it's not like it's a kung fu movie. It's not like there's aliens. It's not like it's a huge blockbuster with incredible action set pieces that's going to make $1 billion. It's just like, here's a movie. It's got some good actors in it. We're giving them a chance to use their craft, and it's interesting, and the plot is twisty and turny, and it's kind of a spy thriller, and that's all it is. And I don't think I've seen a movie like that in the theaters in a very long time. So I don't know. I mean, generally what happened here is that theaters were like, well, we could, you know, spend $20 million on a movie, and it can either flop or it can make us $40 million, which is like, whatever at this point. But if they spend, you know, $100 million or $200 million on a movie, then maybe we can make $1 billion. Then maybe we can make tons and tons and tons of profit. And that's what they've been, anyway, that's the equation that Hollywood has been running with for a while now. So I don't know. I hope we get more movies like this. Actually, I'm curious to see what it is here. Let's go Black Bag box office. So we head over to Box Office Mojo. $7 million. So like not $20 million domestically, $14 million internationally, and $34 worldwide. So now we got to figure out what the budget here was. So let's go budget. I don't know about AI overview. Uh-oh. The budget was $50 million. It's only grossed $31 million worldwide. That's not a great sign. See, this is why. This is why Hollywood doesn't like making these movies. Aw, man. That sucks. How did this cost $50 million to make, says Reddit? That's what I'd like to know. I mean, maybe they paid Fassbender and Cate Blanchett a bunch of money, but like... Bummer. What's up, Calvin? What's up, Kilo Sierra? Welcome back. Yeah, bummer. All right, well, let's get into some StarCraft then today. Who do we have? We have Snow, Queen, Rush. We got a lot of great dudes in the folder ready to go. RJB continues to send me incredible replays on a daily basis. He is actually keeping ahead of how many games I cast every day. So I have more replays today than I think I did when I started doing this thing back in October, if you can believe that. So that is crazy pants. Let's go here. We're going to hide this folder from you so you don't see how many replays are in there or how long the replays are. The Agency series, says Vlad. Kilo was in prison for like 6 weeks. Yeah, I guess they don't let you use YouTube in prison. Suppose that does make sense. So we're going to get through 2023 Part 2, honestly, today, it looks like. So let's just start off with an incredible Snow versus Hero game on Invader. We had Snow versus Hero yesterday, but that one was on Neo Dark Sylphid. It was an incredible game. It was a really fantastic game. And so I'm curious to see what Hero and Snow give us here today on Invader. We've had TvZs on this map. I'm not sure we've cast a PvZ on this map in a while. So left side of Invader, it's the map that looks like a person. It is Snow. And on the bottom right side, we got Hero. Okay, let's get a prediction rolling out here. Guess we should finish that prediction from Sunday that I left over, huh? I probably should.
There is no shame in defeat, so long as the spirit is unconquered.
There we go. That's one of the new sound alerts recommended by Save Your Sword over the Discord. Calvin, we're talking about Black Bag. It's Michael Fassbender, Kate Blanchett, a Steven Soderbergh movie, the guy who did Ocean's 11 and Contagion and The Informant with Brad Pitt. Pretty good director. I like him. I like him a lot. So yeah, new sound alerts. Oh, Falcon, keeping it fresh out here on the channel. With StarCraft specific sound alerts now, new ones coming in. Hero overpooling. Decision, gonna wait until we see what we see, says Snow. And with the Overlord, with the lack of expansion, with the pool, he says, yeah, let's go ahead. I mean, he can go Gate or Forge here, to be honest. Is he gonna go Nexus? I don't know if I like going Nexus here, but he seems to be saving up for Nexus, guys. He's doing it. All right, man. He scouts Overpool and says Nexus. Let's go. So it has to be Nexus, Forge, Cannon. This has to be the next thing that he does. Otherwise, he just dies to these lings. So, yep. 340, 150. Forge, wait for another 150. Block the expansion attempt by the Zerg. Force him to take a third base up here. A bit of annoying. It's an annoying place to defend on this map, but you do have the ramp that you can lurk her up, so it's not too bad as far as third bases go here on Invader. Yeah, Nimonium, I know. And just like there used to be just movies for adults, right? Just movies with adult characters, with adult themes. But I'm not sure that the movie-going public is really into that stuff anymore. And I don't know if that's because maybe the streaming services put stuff that's similar to it out every week. Netflix has a new something that's kind of like this. Maybe it's not as good, but people are like, I'm already paying for Netflix. Do I want to just watch the latest spy thriller on Netflix they put out? That's maybe like a C, or do I want to go watch this A spy thriller guy and I got to pay $40 to go to the theater with my significant other right now, you know? I'd just rather stay home, is what it seems like for most people. Annoying. What's up, mental patient? Yeah, that's right. Bicep workout. Let's go. That's a good one, Happy. Yeah, purple, I don't know. I don't know about the amateur. It seems a little bit goofy. I like Rami Malek a lot, and I liked him very much in Mr. Robot, which is kind of feels like he's back to being the Mr. Robot character, where he's this computer hacker nerd, but like he's also a badass. It just kind of feels like they're trying to get back into that Mr. Robot's frame of mind, and I'm just not sure that I think that's going to work. What's up, Big Wan? Happy Monday, sir. So we are macro opening here, friends. Nothing crazy happening. Stargate is definitely not crazy. Second gas, also not crazy. This probe has been scouting so well today. Has not died at all to these lings. And there's your Spire. All right, so we're going to Spire. We're going to go Stargate. We'll see if it's Mutalisks or not. And so far, so good. Again, hope you guys are having a great Monday. It's sunny and about 56 degrees today in the Salt Lake Valley. So a little bit warmer than it was yesterday when it was in more, you know, the low 50s, the 40s. Pretty happy about that. Sun's been out. Haven't had to wear the hoodie to the gym today. Oh, Vlad says he's Mr. Robot. Well, goodness. Super hacker guy in chat, huh? Ooh, double Stargate. Throwing up a second Stargate here is Snow. Getting that +1 flyer. Getting a Citadel. This feels like DT Corsair. This is going to be a lot of Corsairs with +1 attack. It's going to be DTs behind it, and we'll see if Hero is ready to rock here or not. Ivan's getting some Snow. Bonsoir. A Phoenix. Bonsoir. A tu. I don't know what skin color has to do with Mr. Robot, Vlad. I'm not sure what the difference is. Ah, there we go. Overlord down. So one Overlord down, acceptable loss. We know how this works. Then the Scourge pop out. Then they're hunting your Corsairs. Then you shouldn't be able to get any more Overlord kills. Zealot's coming across the map. Zealot legs on the way. +1 attack here too. And there's the Templar Archives. So this could be either High Templar or could be DTs. But based on the number of Corsairs we're seeing produced here, I would be shocked if we don't end up getting a whole bunch of DTs. And guess who doesn't believe in static defense today? Guess who believes in the power of his Zerglings to fight against these Zealots? Hero. Hero believes strongly in the power of these Lings to fight against these Zealots. Scourge count getting hefty. 2 at a time being produced. Zealot legs finishing. I want to see when the Templar Archives finishes what gets started in this gateway immediately. Oh, white hat. White hat version of Mr. Robot. That's a whole different thing. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, Vlad. Purple's hoping for scouts. I don't know about that, dude. And Snare is a good spell. We don't see it a whole lot, however, in any matchup, let alone PvZ. So there we go. DT on the way. What do we say? What did we say? What did we predict here properly? So Hydras at the top of the ramp. No Sunkens to help. The Hydras have to choose between saving the Overlords and dealing with the Zealots. And there's a dead Overlord, maybe. Did he get one? He did get one. That's a supply block. That's a supply block. That's another supply block. Bam. Yeah, Hydras, if they have to split their attention between Zealots and Corsairs, can be bad. He decides to be aggressive, though. With the Hydras. Nice intercept. Taking out another one of the Corsairs. Not too bad, not too bad. How's it going, YH? How are things in Canada today? Bonsoir à toi. Bonsoir à toi. So DT out here being like, hey, did you bring an Overlord with you? No? Oh, you did. Never mind. So DT dies. Hydra bust. There's only 2 cannons here and a couple Zealots. Get the cannon down. Okay, 3 more cannons warping in the process. They're distracted. Probes are here. Cannons are here. Trying to save the Overlords from the Corsairs, too. Ah, got some snow coming tomorrow. Boo. Boo, Canada. Denying a +1 armor upgrade is nice. Okay, that's a denied upgrade on these Zealots and the DTs. Not that the armor upgrade really matters. Gonna get a gateway here, too. This is a pretty solid push, dude. These are 0-0 Hydras with range and with speed. They are really keeping Snow contained here, taking out one of his gateways, taking out a few of his cannons. That upgrade got denied. Hydras parked underneath the Overlords at the natural base and the third base as per usual. Let's see if Hero's being dumb. Yeah, no detection inside the main. Cool. So I'm waiting. Lawrence Chavez Fernandez. Thank you for the resub with Prime for 10 months. Killing it out there.
Always forgetting.
Ah, no. Not always forgetting. You're here. We got it. So we're up to $10 on the week for Twitch. Very good stuff. Bam, done. Wait, did I mess it up? Oh, Scourge connections. Nice. Nice Scourge connections. Beautifully done. Okay. We got it. No, this is a... it's an Attack on Titan shirt for the Scouts. Good old Attack on Titan. Honestly, one of the better shows, I would say, over the last 10, 15 years or so. I think ended well, which is always really nice. Really explores some crazy themes in it, too. A lot of moral gray going on. A lot of you like, oh, wait a second. I thought this guy was the hero. Is he really the hero? Making you question what the show is showing you and decisions characters make. It's good stuff. If you don't like anime, I'm just saying, Attack on Titan's pretty great. So still no third base here from Snow, and this fourth base is done from Hero. We're looking at a pretty good spot here for the Zerg. I'm feeling like this is going to be Hydro Lurker all day. And he's probably going to get a win with it. Although Zealots do run into the third base, cause major problems. No Lurkers there, no Sunkens there. They do get chased away by the response of 100 Hydralisks, though, with an attack upgrade coming in. Lurker's going to help with that immensely. Where is the third base? Have you ever tried voice in French? Like Brian? Like the TTS? We could do a TTS in French if you want. How's it going, Alexander? Yeah, Hero is pretty committed to Hydro Lurker here, but he's doing great. Snow doesn't have a third base yet. He's got Psystorm. He's got Speed Loss with upgrades. He's got what he needs. You got what I need. Say he's just a friend. I don't know about these Zealots getting up this. Ooh, we Lurker Egg, but the Overlord Massacre is going to keep Snow in this game a little bit longer. For sure. Oh, gosh. Not a supply block. Overmade Overlords there, and it totally came back to save him. Holy smokes. That was great. Snow has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. He's got 9 gateways. But he's only on 2 bases. He's down in supply to the Zerg with a big Hydra Lurker composition running around. Oh my gosh, the Overlords are dying, but the supply block is not happening again. That one supply block is pretty much it. Yeah, what's up, Mike? Snow's trying to get a third base up here. It's going to come down to this. Can Hero get in there and shut down that third base with Hydro Lurker? If he can do it, this game is over. If he can't do it, Snow keeps it going, and it gets worse and worse for the Zerg player as time goes on. He's on the clock. We've seen this so many times in PvZ. And recently we've seen Zerg players actually kind of capitulate and go for that Queen's Nest, but it's not too late. It's not too late for Hero to do it. 18, 19, 20 minutes is when you start getting really, really worried. And we're only at 14 now, so I shouldn't be as anxious as I am. I still think he can pull it off here. He's at 166 supply of +1. No further upgrades coming in. Just +1 Hydra. Sneaking this attack up the left side is very, very tricky. But look at checking it down this way. Beautiful check down this way. Psystorm on the massive Hydralisk Lurker Horde. Trying to deal with it anyway. Trying to come up for a bit of a surround to prevent a retreat, maybe. Zealots get on top of the Hydras, dying before they get too deep into the Hydra ball, though. Lurkers need to unburrow, siege a little bit more close. I think that'd be a good maneuver here. How's it going, Beat? Beat hates him some PvZ. Still up in supply. Still a lot of hydras. All his lurkers are dead. No, he's still got one down here with 0 kills. The pressure on the third base is pretty intense. I kind of feel like he can go for it, but Hero's deciding to fall back. Hero is getting a Carapace upgrade. He's getting a 5th base. He's making 7 lurkers at a time. And if you spread those properly, I think you can crush this. He is still up, 148 to 133 supply. But let's not count Snow out here. Snow is Snow. Snow is the best Protoss player in the world right now. And we'll see how he performs in ASL 19 here. Whether or not he can beat Sulky, which is kind of an unfair thing to put on him, but it's the nature of the beast here. Okay, but or you clump up all the lurkers and they die.
I was driving and almost crashed because I thought I saw a topless lady jogging, but it was just a beige halter top. Halted me pretty good.
YH. Not a lot of topless joggers in Canada, huh? That's funny. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the 769 Canadian super chat. Oh, how's the USD to Canadian dollar market looking these days? What's the exchange rate? Is it better for y'all than it's been in the last couple of months with the tariffs and whatnot? Friggin' Hero's expanding top right, too. This is too much. But how much storm does one man have? He's out there. He's out there. I think he's done. 140 to 120 supply. You just got a couple cannons up here. These Hydras have +1 attack and range and speed, and I think Snow is out of it. Yep, we're done. Can't save this third base. These probes are dying at an alarming rate. This base is, well, it's here, but it's going to die to Zealots, which is very funny. Corsair's getting wiped out, but I don't think he can save this Nexus. Yeah, the Corsairs are all gone. Wow. All right. Hydra, Lurker, Macro. Insane here from Hero today. Denying that upgrade early, killing that gate was also fantastic. And GG Hero gets the win there. In just 17 minutes against Snow. Impressive win. Snow took him down yesterday in that game we played on Neodark Sylphid, but Hero gets his revenge today. Wow. All right. DeWalt! What is up, DeWalt? How you doing, man? Hope you had a fantastic stream today. Let's give a shout out to DeWalt. Go follow him. Do it for Falcon if you like StarCraft. DeWalt's a great dude for it. The outspend by Hero was pretty immense and got it done well before he would need Hive Tech. So good job by him. Next up, we're going to have another PvZ. It's going to be nOOB versus Queen. It's going to be on Retro. More PvZ for you today. Sorry, Veet.
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Zini. We're trying to get up to 3,500 followers this week. We only need about 40 more to get there, which is pretty darn close. So thanks for tossing out a new follow. Appreciate it. And nicely done, Mike, picking correctly on that last bet, getting 607 Falcon chips. Okay, it's nOOB and it's Queen here on Retro for game number 2. Bottom left, nOOB. Bottom right, it is Queen. It is Retro. Ugh. Nom, nom, nom. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Hope everyone, again, having a great Monday. We got StarCraft here. We got a massive DeWalt raid. Let's get a prediction rolling between nOOB and Queen. Queen is probably favored here, but, you know, it's not a guarantee of who's going to win. We don't usually get replays with the better player. Raffle Stomp's the worst player. Those aren't really as fun to watch. We usually get ones where the lesser player either gives the better player a good game or actually pulls off a win. How's it going? Design and render. Canadian dollar peaked at 71 cents on April 3rd. Yeah, 500 APM from Noob, 330 for Queen. Ooh, Extractor tricking into a pool first here. This is going to be aggressive lingy stuff out of our guy Queen. Gate might have a hard time handling this, because this pool is going to be done sub 2 minutes. Lings are going to be on the way. Overlord's not going to find out where the Protoss is, and that's why we're sending a drone out. Try to find where the Toss lives now. And he does pick correctly. He doesn't cross-spawn scout, and he doesn't follow the Overlord. So he's going to go ahead and find out where the Protoss is. A Zealot is on the way, but the Zealot's going to want to stay home. There are 6 Lings in production here at 2 minutes. An Extractor tricked 9 pool to get out there with an expansion behind it. So it's a lot of aggression with some macro behind this thing. Drone shows up, and that's where, as a Protoss, you're like, I just got drone scouted. Is there something going on that I should know about? But he's sending the Zealot across the map. He's going to run into 6 Lings out on the map. If he... Man, I don't know about this. Yeah, go home. There it is. There it is. Sleepwalker, 92. How's it going? Thanks for the raid. Wow. 2 major raids today. Looking great. All right, let's toss a follow out to Sleepwalker 92. Appreciate the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Don't know who you are. I'm going to assume StarCraft of some kind, but maybe not. Maybe you're not a StarCraft streamer. Either way, appreciate it. All right, so the Lings, like I said, incredibly annoying to deal with this early pool stuff when you win a gate on the low ground, especially against a Zerg. Let's see how Noob handles it, though. Well, you're going to block off the ramp a little bit. Never mind, the Lings got inside the house anyway. Oh, you're a D-rank Zerg. Nice. Well, this is Queen. He's a bit higher than D rank. You may have heard of him. Against Noob in a PvZ on Retro. But yeah, go check him out. Go give him a follow. I just threw him a follow. You should do it like Falcon. The more StarCraft content we have out here on Twitch, the better it is. Yeah, Aaron, I'm actually been streaming live on YouTube.
My child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Thank you for the follow, Messadepichi. That's a hard name to say, but I think I got it. And I'm glad you enjoy the cast, Sleepwalker. But yeah, Aaron, I lost my job last September, so I have turned into a full-time professional streamer. That's how we're paying the mortgage. That's how we're paying the grocery bills and the heating bills and whatnot. So thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. And we are doing StarCraft Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays every week. That's the schedule right now. Tuesdays are other games, and Wednesdays are my day off. Morlings trying to poke in here. I don't think he's going to get much done. Cannon gets in. Zealots had to hold the line with probes for just a second and wait for that cannon to finish. How's it going, old school Deus? Deus? Deus. Deus Machina. Or is it Deuce? Old school Deus? Old school God? I don't know, man. Yeah, Noob is not panicked at all. I like how I get emails about Twitch followers only sometimes. I get a bunch of them every stream, but it's like, here's the one person who followed you. We're going to send you an email for, says Twitch. Okie doke. I don't know what's special about this guy in particular, but my goodness, these Lings are scouting. And they find the Stargate. I mean, it's not like, oh, quelle surprise. We've got an incredible Stargate coming in at 5 minutes. What a weird non-meta build this is from Noob. No, Noob's doing everything normally. Maybe a few too many Lings from Queen, but he's got a third base. And his natural base looks pretty good. And he's at 24 drones with a Hydra Den done too. So, yeah, he's fine. Noob is the one who's in trouble. It's going to be a Hydra push whether it's going to be super concentrated, he is throwing up 5 hydras at once. It's kind of stopped at 24 drones with an upgrade on the way for the range. So, yeah, more cannons are going to be needed here. We are way too far from Storm to feel comfortable. That Citadel's started now. But finish Citadel, start Templar Archives, start Psy Storm, build some High Templar. He's a long way away, so he needs more cannons. There's one. He probably needs 2 or 3 more here, like now. These Lings are still running around. This is some impressive stuff. Like, I say that and then he loses one immediately, but... Yep, more cannons. More cannons. Gateway dead. Forge working on that +1 attack, as it should be doing. More cannons warping in. The range upgrade is done. Can we really not squeeze in here and take that Forge down? Are you serious right now? There you go. Absolutely. I would focus it. This Zealot's going to try to save it. Nah, he just cancels the upgrade. Corsair hunting around for Overlords, finding any that are unprotected. Not really. Are there, there's one Hydra down here. That's enough to chase away a Corsair. Yeah, see. No, bad, 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 bad. Don't take those hits. Don't take those hits. So he does deny a +1 attack on those Zealots. Zealot legs getting started. No, he's working on a Templar Archives, though. That's the priority. Also, getting a robotics facility here. I don't know that I'd be worried about lurkers necessarily, but it's, I mean, with the Spire coming, especially not. But having obs doesn't hurt, I guess? I don't know. It feels like an unnecessary robo, unless he's going for really fast reavers to try to deal with this pressure. Maybe he is. I don't know. Either way, it's a nice contain. He's not going crazy with it. He's adding more drones. He's getting macro hatches up. These guys need to get to work. Come on, Queen. It's a shuttle. It's High Templar and it's Storm. Is he going to try to Storm drop the Zerg while being contained by these Hydras? Seems possible. All right. Well, I guess we're in a Storm drop. DTs are on the way as well. Not that he has a lot of Corsairs, but I don't know how he expects to make DTs work here. He's got 1 Corsair on the map. He stopped making them a while ago. This DT can't push these guys away because there's an Overlord. He's not getting in here because there's a bunch of Overlords. He could maybe slip a DT down this way, unload it in the main, and go after these drones. It feels like a desperation play, but we've seen it so many times is the problem. This is just a Storm drop. So 45 drones and pretty great drone pull. Lost 3. Could have been a lot worse. 3 drones go down. And now the slow shuttle is being hunted by Scourge. Oh, they pulled back. No, they resumed the chase. No, he juked. He juked the Scourge. Noob. 6 strats, man. That was really cool. Getting him out of there. The Scourge are like, wait, where did that go? Ah, just took a different flight path home. Don't you worry about it, Scourge friends. Really fast Dark Archon. Like, he is worried about Mutalisks, which... fairly sure they don't exist, guys. I'm fairly sure there are no Mutalisks. He's worried about it, though. He saw the Spire timing and was like, this guy is going to make 10 Mutas. They're going to snipe my High Templar and I'm going to die. Must get Maelstrom. So he's going to end up Maelstroming some Lings or some Hydras later. It's going to be kind of underwhelming. This drone thinks he's a Hydralisk. Hello, sir. Do you think you're a Hydralisk? Freaking Starboy's got some cheesecake. Wonderful. 4th base on the way from Queen. And Lurker's up. He's got an Observer on the way. Is that the first one? Yeah, men went Robo into Shuttle. Didn't make an Observatory for a while. If you try Warcraft 3, can you challenge someone by presenting the dual flag from WoW? That'd be fun. I mean, I don't know I do not know. Like, can you do that in-game? I'm not sure that you can. You're saying, like, show it on stream? Well, you got it done, Starboy. That's what matters. What are you topping your cheesecake with? Strawberry, blueberry topping, caramel. Ooh, a caramel cheesecake is delicious. Queen wants, like, a 5th base, man. He's really considering a 5th base right now. These zealots find the 4th and say, I am in all of the trouble known to Protoss kind. This guy's got 4 bases. I have 2. I need a 3rd base now, please. He checks to make sure it's safe up here, and it is. Because he can't do anything to shut this down. There it is. There's another base from Queen. Ooh, a sour cream topping on a cheesecake sounds delicious. I'm not sure I've ever had that before. I love me like a sour cream, like a lemon pie. What am I thinking here? I haven't had these in a while, but it's basically like a fruit pie made with sour cream for like a little extra tartness, and it's kind of amazing. Queen's Nest on the way. We're going to see Defilers here soon, so nOOB says, let's try to make something happen now. Let's get a 3rd base. Let's move out. We can do some Maelstrom Storm combo-ness of awesome if Mutas show up, and they're not. There are no Mutalisks on the field at all here from Queen. He's just trying to get into Defilers. Oh, what? A Neapolitan cheesecake? How's that work? I don't think I've ever seen a Neapolitan cheesecake. Zealots unloading inside the 4th base, hammering away at that hatchery. Psystorm catching the Hydras, responding to this thing. It's taking down a few of the drones as well, but at the end of the day, he's going to save it, trying to bust up this ramp. Sunkens and Lurkers and Hydras, oh my. See, this makes it unbreakable. Too few Zergs do it, though, man. He's going to save the hatch, but I mean, the next round of Zealots that shows up could really take it down. I would invest in some Sunkens, I really would. He's got a base up here? What is this all about? Aaron says 2 base PvZ can be pretty awesome. Indeed it can. This hatchery is hilarious. I didn't know Queen had this top left. He's feeling extremely confident right now. What the heck is a hummingbird cake? I'm being taught all sorts of stuff today. Strawberry layer, chocolate layer, and a vanilla layer. So like a strawberry flavored cheesecake, a chocolate flavored cheesecake. Okay, chocolate cheesecake. I think I've seen that one before. All right, I get it. I think I know what we're talking about here, Starboy. I don't know what a hummingbird cake is though, Purple. I'm gonna have to pull that one up after this game for sure. So freelings are free. They don't have Adrenal yet. The Defiler Mound is not done. Niduses don't exist. I don't think he knows. I think he would have sent these Zealots up here and gone to town on this base well before now. He sees it now. This shuttle sees the creep up there, but does it really? It's not really visible on the mini-map. Oh, I don't know if he knows, dude. Also, getting across this bridge is a nightmare on Retro. Ugh. nOOB is not getting any pressure out here on any of these bases, and it's a major problem for him. Look at this. Sunkens, Sunkens, Sunkens. He's got so many Sunkens at this base. I love it. If Zealots were considering going up there at all before, they're not now. Way too many colonies. So the good news for him is that he's got 4 bases. The Zealots... Oh, never mind. The Zealots are going there now. There's a Nidus, too. Oh. Jamaican spice cake with bananas and pineapple. That does sound nice. I do like pineapple. Okay, the Zealots all died. That was not a good move. But the whole rest of the army shows up, but the Nidus represents the entirety of Queen's forces. Drones are getting pulled into the fight here. A Maelstrom catching a bunch of those Hydralisks. No follow-up storm on them quite yet. The High Templar are a little bit too far back to get that follow-up storm, and now they're starting to come on in. And Lurkers burrowing in front. Extra. Trying to make Sunkens in the middle of a battle is dicey and very aggressive here from Queen. Scourge trying to find that Overlord or the Observer. They get the Observer, which means the Sunken and the Lurker are going to work together quite nicely. Still flooding stuff up here. We need more stuff out of the Nidus other than drones, though. But 65 workers from Queen is going to be a really tough nut to crack for nOOB here. Sunkens getting work down. Got a double Storm. The Lurker to take it out. There's the second Storm. Sunken's getting hits off. Lings with Adrenal and 1-1. I don't think nOOB can take this, but he is managing to expand to the 6 o'clock in all of this chaos, which is right next to Queen as well. How's it going, Drake? Alright, getting the Protoss out of your top left base, which technically belongs to nOOB. It's very funny he's doing this. Yeah, I think nOOB is in a lot of trouble here. Unless he can break up there and take this base down, I don't think he can. He waited too long. He didn't scout it. He didn't even think to check. It's a ninja base in the truest of its form. Dalaville says, tap that like button if you're on YouTube. You can like every stream. Trying to get up to 100 likes or, you know, 50 on the stream today would be good. But also, nice Plague. You can follow on Twitch for free. And Prime sub on Twitch for free. Just like Lawrence. Lawrence did that earlier today. Reaver Tech is here. Protoss fans are feeling good about that. High Templar's got 7 kills with the Storm Drop over here at the 3rd or 4th or whatever it is. Zealot running free in this base. Worker count is 60. It was 65. Not really that big of a problem. Does manage to re-plague the... Oh, the Reaver. It only has 10 shields, and now it's got 1 hit point. Send a Hydra down and snipe that Reaver. Or, like, Slings or something. Kill it before it gets any HP back at all. And bam, Reaver down. Okay, that's all we needed. Reaver down. These cannons are all dead now. Oh, hang on. A bunch of High Templars showed up and said, are you sure about that? Great Psy Storm onto the ramp. More Lurkers, more Hydras coming on down. So nOOB's on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total bases. Queen's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. And this top left is going to make it very hard for nOOB to expand beyond this. He's going to have to take the 12 o'clock. It's the only one that's left. And surprisingly, no, I don't think he can split the map in half from this spot. I don't think it's even possible. Storming up the ramp against those Lurkers. I love the Sunkens on the high ground. Storm. Great Storm. Wow. Great Storm there. Still 67 workers from Queen, though. High Templar do get picked up and saved, so, I mean, they can come back later. And he lost his High Templar to Scourge trying to evac out of there. Does he not have shuttle speed yet? He doesn't have shuttle speed yet. This guy opened with a Storm Drop on 2 bases, and he doesn't have shuttle speed yet. That feels like a mistake for nOOB. He's got Reavers and everything else you could ever want, but my goodness, no shuttle speed is a problem. Meanwhile, this base looks like it might be dead. There's a Reaver, but Crackling's getting some work on it. 1, 2, 3 at a time. And it's gone. Once the Reaver's gone and the High Templar's out of energy, this base is completely toast. Some Zealots show up, though. I mean, nOOB's not willing to let it go quite yet as he brings more High Templar to the party that is the 6 o'clock. Lurkers burrowing in range of cannons is very funny. Just burrow this one here. Or there is fine, too. Somewhere. No, what are you doing? Running a full circle around does not help anybody, Mr. Lurker friend. Queen's attention had to have been elsewhere. So nobody's lost a base yet here at 20 minutes in this crazy PvZ. We got Reaver Tech out. We got Plagues. We got Dark Swarms. It's all good. Greater Spires on the way. Mutalisks on the way. 2 of them to make 2 Guardians, I suppose, is the plan for Queen. Retro is a map for long, crazy PvZs. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's just the fact that bases are inherently unbreakable by either side. It's so hard to break either position from the Protoss or the Zerg perspective that bases just don't die, and so we get into the crazy late game more often than not here on Retro. No. Good try, though. Try to take this base without any support whatsoever. Very fun. Queen wants it, but I'm not sure that he can hold it either. He's going to make the hatch. There is a giant Protoss army down here, you crazy person. You're going to have to... He cancels it immediately and then picks it up because he's got drops, right? I don't know that he does. It's an Arbiter Tribunal, though. Big fan of Arbiters in this matchup. Very rare. Well, we don't see them all the time against Terran either, but my goodness, against Zerg, it's weird to see Arbiters. Let's see how he does it here. Is he going to stasis Lurkers above ground? Is he going to try to stasis some Defilers? Maybe half a Zerg army just gets caught out and frozen in time. Would be cool. So we've got a total of 4 Guardians being produced and 5 Queens with Spawn Broodling on the way. Dude, these games, I don't know what it is about this section of the replay folder from RJB, but these have been incredible bangers today and yesterday and Saturday. Amazing games that I've been splitting off into their own VODs on the channel because, well, we need more than the 40 people watching now to see these ones. These are worth it, dude. nOOB does manage.
There is no shame in defeat, so long as the spirit is unconquered.
That's right, Phoenix.
My child,
Hey, Adrian94, thanks for the follow.
know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Looking good. Need 39 more followers to get to 3,500 this week.
You vastly underestimate me,
What?
my dear.
Heard it!
I don't think so, Admiral. You see, at this point, I'm pretty much the queen bitch of the universe.
What? nOOB? No. No. You had this space warping in. You just didn't have an answer to the Guardians, I guess. He had Psystorm. He had Archons. We probably needed some Corsairs or something. I mean, wow. That is a rage quit for sure. We were going to get Spawn Broodlings on these High Templar. We were. We were going to get, like, Stasis on these Guardians, possibly. And nOOB's like, nah. That fun stuff sucks. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just going to quit now. What a weenie. He was fine. He was fine. Yes, were these Guardians annoying? Mm-hmm. They're going to pick off a lot of the stuff at this base. They probably were. Did Queen have a massive bank? Yes. Were you winning this game? Probably not. But dude, this base is warping in. You're still mining here at least. You still have this thing. I don't like it. I do not like it. But Queen gets the win anyway because nOOB kind of wimped out on us. That is one of the more wimpy GGs I have ever seen in my history of casting Brood War. 3-to-1 kill death ratio for nOOB, but a 3-to-1 outproduction here by Queen. 10-to-4 on the buildings raised by Queen, and the outspend is not even that massive. 6,000 resources in 23 minutes isn't ginormous. YH, we spent a lot of the time talking about Ovechkin yesterday when you weren't here. So if you want to celebrate Ovechkin, maybe come to the stream when he actually breaks the record instead of waiting a day. Okay, here we go. Let's do... What do we want to do next? Yeah. Next. On the list. Looks like it's going to be a PvT with Rush and Best. Okay, PvT, Rush, Best on Polypoid. Let go. Hey man, YH, you bring the sass. You bring the sass. I just respond in kind. Bottom right, we've got best. Top left, it's Rush. 2 ASL 19 caliber players. I'm pretty sure they're both in the round. Okay, let me pull up a bracket real quick. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to show this. ASL 19 brings up American Sign Language, how to say 19 in Google. It's like, look, man, I've gone to this page a million times. Just give me the page. So we've got round of 16 set, 4 separate groups. Rush is there. And Best did make it. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure these two guys are in the round of 16 for ASL 19. They are, which is awesome. Very excited. Very excited to see what they're going to do. And here they are on the Falcon stream on a random Monday. How cool is that? How's it going, Drew? Man, I gotta tell you, yesterday I got a text from one of my old coworkers. So long story short, we worked together at the company that I got laid off from years ago. And then as soon as we got acquired by that investment company back in like 2017, he basically quit. He said, I know what's coming. I've seen this before. And he left. And he was right to do so. And for a long time, I was like, man, I wish I'd followed him. I wish I'd left and gone to wherever he went. But then it turns out he got laid off. His entire department got outsourced to India a calendar year ago. So like back in April of 2024. So he got laid off from his job even before I got laid off. Nexus first, by the way, from my job in September. So it sucks out there, man. He just had a couple job leads he could offer. He said he was watching the stream yesterday and heard that I'd kind of given up on finding a new job. So he's like, hey, these guys are hiring. You should give them a shot. And I'm like, you are the nicest guy. Nicest dude. It was good to hear from him. I was sad to hear he'd been unemployed for a year, though. Really bad out there, man. Psychonauts is dooming and glooming in chat again. What's up, Psychonauts? You are the most consistent doomer that I've got in my life right now. I mean, I applaud the consistency at least. Yes, we do need a prediction. Best and Rush. But Nexus first, not being punished. No, is he cross-spawn scouting? He's cross-spawn scouting. Oh, no. Yeah, I would put all of my money on Best in this game. He's going to get away with a Nexus first, friends. Well, I asked him about that, and he said I got unemployment, I got pretty good severance from my previous employer, and my wife started working. That's how he's kept his head above water for a whole year. Sucks. Really sucks. So this is where, speaking of sucks, the SCV comes in and says, oh, that's a Nexus first. Oh, you've already got 2 gates and a Cyber Core. Oh, you already have Dragoons. Oh, I'm just starting my expansion now? Oh. He's in trouble. Purple says, if you want to move to Norway, we can get you a job. Do I have to learn Norwegian? Yeah. I do. I hear it, Psychonauts. I hear it. It's not good out there. And, I mean, I do try to be realistic about what's going on, but at the same time, I don't want to be very game over, man. Game over, you know? But that's just me. That's just how I approach the world. Maybe because I've seen this too many times. Like, I've seen the stock market tank for 4 separate reasons in the last 25 years in my adult life. So it's not new. Oh yeah, Christian, how'd that go? What's up, Goat? Somicron's out here throwing massive amounts of chips. What's up, Somicron? Fair enough, Psychonauts. That's right. That's Aliens Trailblazing 5. How's it going, 420Z Mouse? Thank you. I will have a nice stream. I like this. This response is, well, better get a third command center up. Let's get some spider mine pressure out here. He's not going to have detection yet, right? That cybercore timing, I saw it. He doesn't have a robo yet. He can't make observers yet. So if we can spider mine, contain him at least a little bit, we can get at least on even base count here. Yeah, see, his third base is coming in at about the same time the third base of the Terran is happening. This is good. This is a good response from Rush. This is about as good as he can do scouting that Nexus first late. Sounds about right, Christian. That's funny. Yeah, and I posted that thing in our Discord server at least twice over the last 2 days. Yeah, Boomer, he's getting a third base, but it's in response to a Nexus first from the Protoss. So I like it. I think this is great. I think Rush is having a wonderful time. Right? He delayed siege mode until after the third base was done because he recognized this is an extremely macro-heavy opening from Best. He can't do anything about it. He's worried about getting dropped. Look at this response from Best. He is worried about getting dropped by a guy that doesn't have a starport, but Best sure doesn't know that. He's not putting any pressure on Rush at all because he thinks he's going to get dropped by a starport that isn't here. I think Best is playing this incredibly poorly. That said, Best's superpower is breaking tank lines. Tastosis consistently say Best's ability to break tank lines that no other Protoss players can break makes him extremely dangerous, especially in this matchup. So it's going to come down to that at some point. Observer pops in and says, wait a second, where's your starport? Oh my gosh, are we just going carriers right now? This is what I love about Protoss, man. You can just, 7 minutes, I'm gonna go carriers. You have 2 gas. Yeah, I don't care, man. Screw you. We're getting +1 attack, we're throwing out double Stargate, we're gonna get a fleet beacon here. I don't want to break tank lines today, says Best. I'm gonna make a fleet beacon at 7:45. Wow, I guess maybe, is it part of the fact that he recognized the starport didn't exist yet? There's one now. Expanding to the 6 o'clock. Fleet beacon looking fancy. This observer is still getting everything. There are no, I mean, there's one turret in the main, but that's pretty dodgeable by an obs, you know. This has been an incredibly passive first 8 minutes of a PvT. Insanely passive. Oh. He scans, but he doesn't see, well, he does see the cybercore spinning, but he doesn't catch the Stargates just north of it. That's why they're here. And there he gets the scan. There's the scan. All right. Cool, cool, cool. We're excellent. Let's go ahead and just make, you know, a few more siege tanks, a few more Goliaths, a few more vultures, maybe a few more Goliaths than normal. Because, you know, we're going to be dealing with the heckin' bees sooner rather than later. Yeah, Rush was like, wait a second, Falcon's right, I should have scanned more north. Hey, fleet beacon! We did it! More scan, sees army out. Ah! Everybody goes away. Little vulture attack into the third base. No speed lots, no dragoons in this position. They're just going to dive on top of these probes. Try to kill as many as he can. Get that probe count under, there you go, under 60. And all the way down to 57. That's pretty good. I mean, he's like, the vultures are not providing as much value for me as they were when I thought it was going to be, you know, Gateway Man. So awesome. Dragoons with yield 0/0 upgrades. Vultures with a +1 attack upgrade and a +2 on the way. Goliath 6 at a time. Charon boosters here too. Thinking about expanding to the 12 o'clock to a 4th. And maybe double expanding to the 9 o'clock as well. So he goes 9 o'clock. Dude, do it. Double expand, Rush. Come on. These carriers are on the way. Take your bases now. Yeah, Drew. I mean, eventually they'll find the carriers. Sometimes they miss. Sometimes they don't scan and get completely caught by surprise. I've had a couple of games like that over the last couple weeks. But even if you see them and you know when they're happening and you are ready for them, they still are a pain in the butt to handle. Like, Best can still definitely win here, even though Rush scouted the carriers and is ready for him as he can possibly be. Look, he is expanding up here. Double expanding. I mean, this one's going to get shut down, which totally sucks. Yeah, SCV down. That's what you get for naked expanding. Like, at least have some vultures up here, man. It cancels the base. He could have had it, too, with, like, 4 vultures up here. Ah, Goliath stepping forward. Body shots, body shots, body shots. Yeah, one of these carriers very close to death. +1 attack on the Goliath. +2 finishing up very, very soon. Yeah, forcing the Protoss back is pretty good in this position. You want him defending if you possibly can. Yeah, once you get up to, right, 9 to 10 carriers, 8 carriers is good. 9, 10, 11 carriers gets insane to deal with. The denial of this 12 o'clock base cannot be overstated by Best. This base should exist, and Rush is simply not doing it. He's heading on in right into this third base of Best. Heckin' Bees trying to stay out of range of the Goliaths as much as they can. They'd be on this high ground, except the scans are constantly revealing that high ground. So you can't even hide back there with this carrier group. It's not 9, it's only 7. You'd say, what's the difference? Well, it's 2, but it makes a big one. Round of Zealots down here, 2. An upgrade just finished for the carriers. So they're at +2 now. The mech is at +2 as well. Even upgrades that way. Carrier micro, in, attack, pull back, in, attack, pull back, Rush, falls back, consolidates a little bit. Carriers are kind of like the Exodia in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, Savior Sword, it kind of is. +3 attack on the way, finally getting a Templar Archives, and just 5 Goliaths and 1 Vulture at a time. He recognizes the Zealots exist. Zealots, Goliaths trade pretty well against them, but they're still a giant pain in the butt. Yeah, Dragoons and Zealots will handle Goliaths. If you go mass Goliath against a Protoss and they just have Dragoons and Zealots, the Goliaths will die. You bring them so the Goliaths have something to worry about other than the carriers. They do have to worry about these dudes, is the idea here. Expanding over on the right side is best. Still no 12 o'clock expand from Rush. Vulture's on the run by. He's trying to make that thing happen. Maybe take out these cannons too. They're pretty darn injured. But he knew the Zealots were going to respond, so this is amazing. 62 to 45. On the worker count from Rush, it's a massive advantage here. Carrier fleet, there you go. We're looking at about exactly 9 here. Not quite maxed out, could make a little bit more. Adrian thinks about attacking his expansions with carriers. Look what he's doing. He's attacking the 9 o'clock expansion with the carriers. Unfortunately, the Goliath sniffed it out, walked over, intercepted it, and took out one of the carriers immediately. That's the danger in doing this. He's like, we're just hiding over here. Don't worry about another carrier died because it was trying to join these dudes. Now there's only 7. Yeah, that is great awareness. Good scans by Rush, recognizing what's happening. Plus, he had a Vulture down here that I think maybe caught a glimpse of what was going on there. No, yeah. I mean, Mech is generally incredibly good in the StarCraft campaign. If you have access to them in the missions, they're amazing. Goliaths and tanks crush everything that the enemy AI can throw at you. Really teaches the power of mech. What's up, Mr. Bagitska? That's a win for the Protoss. This is not a win for the Protoss over here. Oh my gosh, they're gonna get hit again. He's gotta throw out some heckin' bees to defend himself. But look, they're gonna come up this ramp. Dude, these carriers are trapped down here. He's trying to bring some dudes down to free him. He's trying to micro desperately to keep these carriers alive. Can he snipe off the ones on the high ground enough that he can escape out this way? It looks like he did. Also, the pathing of the Goliaths helps immensely in that situation. But still lost a carrier on the way out. And another one gets taken down to 100 hit points. Oh. Adrian says, this micro is not good. He's, I mean, he's doing his best. And he is best. Mr. Brigitko's wife killed the power on the house. Mr. Brigitko, what happened? Was she digging a trench out in the front yard and cut the main power line? This is looking pretty good for Rush. Remember when I was like, Best has this thing won, put all your money on Best. That's not looking good right now. Another carrier dies. Carriers are good as long as you're not losing them constantly. I don't believe I had to say that, but Best is really struggling with his carrier control here. Finally taking this base at the 12 o'clock that he started 10 minutes ago and then got it canceled and never went back to it. That is so many Goliaths, though. It's not over yet, Somicron. Not over yet. It's just not looking good for the Protoss is all. Yeah, his mineral count is low because, yes, interceptors are dying and he has to replace them, and that's not free. 61 probes on this many bases, though. Still mining from his main base a little bit, too. Oh, there's an OBS up there. Like a Zealot or a DT made it up to there to that 12 o'clock. Not what it was. Best is holding on. He's all right. He's maxed out. His gas is low, but if he can keep these carriers alive, You can definitely pull this off. EMP's being researched. I love seeing EMP. Don't get it a ton when there's a carrier group out. It seems to be more of a gateway man thing with those High Templar. Or the Arbiters especially, you want to get EMP. But in this situation, EMPing the carriers is pretty good. It, you know, it doesn't immediately negate them like it negates an Arbiter. High ground in it here. Trying to stay inside the fog of war as well as he can. It's isn't it? 2 shots on a Goliath? Adrian, this is a replay. This is Best and Rush from a late 2023 replay sent by RJB. I don't know who wins. I don't watch these things beforehand. RJB does, though. He could probably tell you if you asked. A conversation in the Discord server earlier today about a brother who's really bad at texting back. And they're talking about how is there a saved drafts feature in your messaging app or whatever? So Google Messages, as Rush makes a push onto this third base, which is what my messaging app is, it saves texts as drafts and also reminds you if you received a text from somebody that looks like they wanted a response from you and you didn't respond. It's like, this was received 2 days ago. Do you want to respond? It's kind of nice. Nice little reminder. $169 to $186 supply. Best is up. He's countering up into this left side 9 o'clocker. There's nothing to defend except for, there we go, responding units. But look at this. Best coming around the backside. If he can catch those tanks, he can wipe this base out. Problem is, you're microing on 2 places at the same time. The carrier's doing an incredible job staying on this high ground. Storm's getting tossed down too with the High Templar. No, he didn't do it. What are these guys doing? Send these guys over, kill these tanks, and this base is yours. Where are you going? What is this? Why are you going this way? Ugh. I don't know about this, dude. There's the masked Goliath, but then the High Templar get to wander in. If there aren't any tanks, the High Templar can get very close. Okay, well, tanks get wiped out. Base lifting, running, probably should die anyway. And wait, Best is he talking smack? This feels like Best is talking smack. He's expanding while killing an enemy Terran base. He's at 200 supply, and Rush taps out. All right, we need translation on that. Best pulls it off, but we need to know what that last little spate of Korean was. Where's my Google Lens app? We're chattering early, too. What's up, Mark Reeves? Okay, so we go play. This base is all dying. He's expanding up here. His carriers are kick butt and hiding inside the Dark Storm against these poor Goliaths nonstop. What? Even if this happens today, carrier, I'm going to rule it out. I don't even if this happens today, carrier says Best. I don't know, man. That translation did not work at all. But GG, man. Best pulls it off. Nexus first into carriers off of 2 gas at like 7 minutes. You always got to watch out for him, man. Best pulls off the victory. All right. There you go, man. 74,000 Falcon chips go to Somicron. Nice win, Somicron. Outproduced the Terran player. Outkilled the Terran player. Outspent him as well. Those numbers are looking pretty good. That's a great return from Somicron. He is a professional StarCraft bettor for sure. Okay, gonna step away for a second, but next we have Snow and Motive in another PvT featuring Snow. Should be a lot of fun. That's going to be on new... Oh, just kidding. Motive's a Protoss player. What was I thinking? It's a PvP on Neo Dark Origin. I'm going to step away. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Tap that like button. All right. PvP motive Snow. The answer why Terran players do not just simply go lockdown when the enemy goes carriers is because to go lockdown, you have to make like 5 or 6 barracks that you don't have already, then throw down a science lab with a covert ops, research lockdown, research cloak, make several ghosts, and while you're all doing that, you die. You already have factories, so that's why we see Goliaths and EMP in response to carriers. It's too hard to transition. Bottom right, we've got... Is Snow Wing Tube? These darn mirror matchups where they're both going a Smurf name. I'm gonna go, yeah. I'm gonna go, this is Motive playing red Barcode Protoss, and this is Snow playing blue Protoss. So let's go Motive, red, and Snow blue. Yeah, no, we're seeing more and more Maelstrom, especially in response to more and more Muta stuff in PvZ in the current day. And yes, Purple, if you can manage to get the ghosts out with the lockdown ability and have them not die before they reach the carriers, it's awesome. But I mean, one of the greatest games of all time is Boxer on friggin' Python, getting a bunch of lockdown on a bunch of carriers, wiping him out, and then he dies anyway. So I'm not sure how viable it is. Mark. That's very kind of you to say. Glad you're enjoying this Falcon StarCraft. Okay, so no Nexus first. In a PvP, it'd be very fun, though. Both players are going Gate, Gas, Cybercore. Thank you very much. Very standard PvP stuff. We're going to get drops in this game. PvP is extremely reliant on Storm drops and Reaver drops to murder the economy of your opponent. Also said, Reavers and High Templar can be used in direct engagements at the front as well. So splash damage is the name of the game in this matchup. Oh yeah, no, that's a different one. Boxer's got the game where he does the lockdown. That one he wins, I think. The one where he locks down the carriers, he wins. The ones where he blinds the medics, or blinds the obs with the medics, and then wraith snipes the carriers, he lost that one. They're two separate games, right? Pretty sure they're two separate matches. So, both players, exact same build. Both players sending Dragoons out at the exact same time. And they both get shots off at the same time. So they're like, nobody's winning this. Snow decides to fall back. He's got another Dragoon. Pull this guy inside the house. Put this guy in the front. Yeah, just little tiny bits of micro. Very easy to do. The micro gets a lot harder as the game moves on, though, and there's a million things you're worried about. I think he's microing this probe specifically there. Robo Facility and Robo Facility. So both players, like I said, getting Robos for drops out. We're going to get shuttles. We're going to get obs, because if you get DT rushed in this matchup and you don't have detection, you die. DTs are really good out here, too. Yeah, good old innovation. I miss that guy. StarCraft 2 legend for sure. I actually cast that game not too long ago. Boxer's Blind Spot versus DD on Lost Temple. Here's the match. And I thought Boxer won it too, even though I'd recently cast it. And then I think Hamster was like, are you sure? And I'm like, wait, no. You're right. It's just such an awesome moment. You kind of forget who wins in the end. Sometimes he who has the coolest moment in a game of StarCraft is not he who wins the match. Robotic support bay at 5 minutes from Snow. Who's surprised by that? Nobody. Nobody at all. And let's see what Motive does in response to this. He gets his own robotic support bay. Cool. What counters Reavers? Reavers counter Reavers. How's it going, the schmuck? A Norwegian professional. GG99 Slayer. Not sure I've heard of him. I think there are a couple pretty good Norwegian pros in StarCraft 2. Maybe not so much in the Brood War, though. So both players are expanding at about the same time here, too. They're doing the same builds. 28 workers apiece, 49 to 48 total supply. Motive has a tiny lead in overall number. Both players are scouting each other with obs, trying to see, is there a DT rush happening? No. Are there Reavers happening? Probably. Reaver 1 and Reaver 1. There it is. There's our Reaver. Pylon to check the back door. Both players are doing that. Very fun. So it's incredibly mirrory here. It's just Mass Dragoons with Reavers. Whoever gets good Reaver shots is probably going to win this initial engagement. Maybe even win the whole darn thing. Aw, that's very cool, Purple. Won a Brood War tournament in South Korea. Not many foreigners can say that. The Canadian Gur is really one of the only ones that I know about. Ah, this dance. This dance is adorable. Reaver shot, absolutely no damage. How about this one? Hey, damage. Okay, Snow's gonna win. First shot got damage off versus the first shot doing nothing on the other side of it. Yes, it is, Top Shelf. Grrr. I've cast a few Gur games. This is him. Here's a Gur game that I've cast from 2001. Could be Savior Sword. Could be. Marching in, trying to take down the Reaver. He gets Snow's Reaver. And then he's pushing with his own Reaver. Oh, this is... yeah, man. Snow back here with the Reaver, pushing into wait, hold on a second. This is like reversed. Yeah, he's just got Dragoons in Snow's base. We had a Reaver there. Snow had to come from behind to clear it out. Okay, more and more gateways coming in. 47 to 47 workers. Double Reaver unload in Snow's natural. Ooh, getting a hit off, taking a Zealot, but a Zealot is the thing that you can afford to lose in this matchup. You don't want to lose your Dragoons. You don't at all want to lose your enemy, your Reavers, or your probes either. So he's going after the pylon. Oh, oh, oh. The distance on that was huge. That was one heck of a game, Top Shelf. Cannot believe the choketitude of that team, of Duke there. Friggin' Proctor was horrible. Can't hit his free throws. The turnover on the baseline was ridiculous. Flag missed 2 shots. The last 2 shots Duke took, he missed both of them. Duke didn't score a field goal in the final 10 minutes of the game. Like, what a collapse. Incredible stuff. Houston in the final against Florida tonight. Doesn't get the pylon. That's some pretty fancy micro here from Motive. I mean, I'm going to say he's going to lose them both. He loses one of the Reavers, but not both of them. Nicely done. Good hold. Not setting up for a third at all, but it sure... Why the what? Ah, Reaver dropping in the natural. Sent the probes over to the third that doesn't exist yet. My gosh, like I said, so many drops today. Both players dropping like crazy, and it's so hard to manage your own drop while not getting murdered by the counter drop. Oh, Dragoon down. 103 to 99 supply in favor of Snow. Nobody has a third base quite yet. Scarab damage upgrade on the way from Snow. Oh, Reaver drop inside the main. Bob sniped out there of Motives. Who's brave enough to take a third base first in this matchup? My gosh. The double Reaver drop at the natural here. Dragoons behind the mineral line, absorbing a lot of the shots. Responding Reavers, shoving away Motive's Reavers here. How's it going, Detroit? What's up, Zelda? Happiest of Mondays to all. We got a crazy PvP here between Motive and Snow. Nobody's getting a third base at 12 minutes. Everybody's too afraid. No upgrades here from Snow. No upgrades yet from Motive, but he is working on a +1 ground weapons now. and his own Scarab damage upgrade. So, let's see. Oh, you get the early Reaver shots off on the enemy like that, and it really softens them up for your follow-up with your own goons, man. It sucks, too. You're marching around, oh, and then the counter happens to Motive. 103 to 112 supply. Snow is up. It is in army value because their worker count is virtually identical. And Motive decides to go for the third Nexus first. He says, okay, there's not a third here from Snow. If I can get my third base to roll in before he does, massive win. Probe. Okay, 2 probes have died to these Reavers and a little damage on the observatory. But not getting too greedy and then pulling back. Very nice. Yeah, Motive's looking good. Motive's looking really good. He's kind of denying this third base while dropping inside the main base simultaneously, which is pretty awesome. 300 to 300 APM. Motive is ahead, but not really by enough to make a difference here. And really, if you've got 200 APM, you're probably doing just fine in a professional game of StarCraft. Anything more than that is nice, but not exactly needed. Templar Archives coming in from Motive. He's like, I will have more gas once this base finishes. Can afford some high Templar, maybe some DTs. Both very gas intensive. Ooh, he's setting up a flank over here. Sniping those shuttles would be good, but the unload is too fast from Snow. Not allowing that at all. Reavers! Reaver shots back and forth here. Nobody wants to keep their Reavers on the ground long enough to actually take damage, but Motive on the offensive while getting a third base behind it is pretty impressive stuff. He's down about 10 supply here. The Reaver count is a little bit hefty from Snow with 4 of them. And then a counterattack of Snow just kind of wandering down to this third base of Motives and maybe trying to shut it down. I mean, there's a Reaver and a handful of Zealots with speed. So not going to be an easy thing for these Dragoons to do, but Reaver support, no, the Reaver's unloading on both sides of it, though. Dodging Reaver shots by picking up your Reavers. No, Motive doesn't want to engage. He's going to leave this base to die. Oh, he invested so much into it. He's trying to save it with Reaver, but oh, Snow lost a Reaver. Motive's micro is actually better here, but the Nexus is going to die anyway. One more Reaver shot should, oh my gosh, did he save that? No! The final Reaver shot connects. I think another Reaver died from Snow there. He gets away with 2 of them, but he takes down Motive's Nexus. Is not getting a third base of his own. This is some chaotic PvP. Psystorm's on the way for Motive. We figured that was going to happen. And DTs also figured that was going to happen. But that was assuming he had a third gas to work with, and he simply does not. Simply does not. Oh, the Reaver micro on display is insane. Dodging Scarab shots by picking up your Reaver while trying to get your own Reaver shots off is intense, but Snow chasing down. No, he does get one of the Reavers, and he snipes the shuttle. The Reaver gets one more unload and trying to get a shot off, but Snow says 2 base is all you need. Does get the Reaver, taking a Psystorm to the face there, though. He's like, wait, you got Storm behind all of this? Are you crazy? Another great shot. High Templar gets sniped. Got it. Got it. Snow marching in, eating those storms. Oh, he is deep in. It's 100 to 43 supply. Reaver shots. Motive is out. Motive is out and about, and he's done. That's going to be all she wrote, man. 98 to 37. He's not even getting a new base. Snow's just 2 basing it here. At 17 minutes, he's not taking a new one. Dude, did Motive really retake his third? What a weird decision that is. Okay, finally, now Snow's getting a third base back home, but this is over by this point. There's really no reason to stay in here, Motive, other than you've got 2 bases, and technically Snow only has 2 bases. You're not wrong about that, Savior Sword. Motive, are we okay? Got 25 probes. Says if I can get 1 incredible Reaver drop-off, we can win this game. I believe it. These Reavers are constantly shooting into my natural. It's not ideal. Actually, just unloads the DT and sends him off on a magical solo mystery mission. Where you going, man? He just sniped I think he sniped Snow's shuttle. But man, that just kind of forced Snow to get on in here and get busy, get messy. Oh, both Reavers die simultaneously, but there are like 12 Dragoons here to the 0 Dragoons of Motive, and he gets tapped. Taps out. Snow pulls it off in 1849. Excellent, excellent game by him. Great Reaver control. Really pretty good on both sides. I don't want to say that Motive was bad. I think Motive had a pretty good game. Produced similar units. Got out killed by about 35 units. Buildings raised was in favor of Snow too, and the outspend by Snow was negligible, but interesting considering he didn't have a third base the entire game. There was some long distance mining happening at the end there though. So maybe let's try to squeeze in one more replay. We've got enough time. We got through the 2023 Part 2 folder, which is freaking amazing. Let me grab something that is real fast. Yeah, this works. Action and speed? Let's do it. Let's get a TvZ to wrap this thing up, because we haven't had one of those today. I do like to have all 3 matchups represented. No, Savior Sword. I don't think so. We can talk about the round of 16 groups. Because F was played, like, the Tastosis cast for Group F was last week. So if you didn't have the time over the entire weekend to watch it, I don't know what you're doing. Bottom left, speed. Top right, action. Both players made it into the round of 16 groups in ASL 19. Let's go. How's it going, Wander? Long time no see. I know, right? It's been at least... Man, it's been almost 24 hours. Group A is Scan's grave. Yeah, but it's the first time Scan has made it to the round of 16 out of, you know, so many times trying to get there. So he's kind of in just happy to be there mode right now. He'll be back next ASL. He'll be strong, I believe. Hatch Firsten. Action. Action had an incredible game against Sock in Group F. Crazy TvZ.
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
What's up, Beer Talent? Thanks for the follow. Getting closer to 3,500 followers every day. There's the expand off of the 1 racks against the Hatch First. Everyone's totally fine with that. Yes, Purple, there are, but I don't cast ZVZs or TVTs or PvPs every day. I just try to get the non-mirror matchups onto the board, and then whatever we get after that is gravy. For example, we got a PvP today. Hey, you got a mirror matchup. Didn't get one of those yesterday or the day before. Or the day before that, I don't think. I think he can beat Barracks. He's probably not beating Light or Sulky, though. I think he could beat Light. He could. Like, look, his TVT is honestly killer impressive. I really like Scan's TVT quite a bit. He took it to Who did he take it to in his group? Speed. Oh, that was Speed. I'm getting Speed and Scan confused right now. Back it up, back it up. Reverse, reverse. Scan. Yeah, okay, that's fair. If it was Speed, I'd feel better about it. But yeah, Scan is in a lot of trouble in that group. A lot of trouble in that group. Higher level ZVZ is wild. I just don't have many high level ZVZs. If I had them, I would definitely cast them more often, but they are rarer than like a dodo bird in the year 2025. All right, Ling's popping out. I know how this works. Mutalisks are here. Let's slow it down. We're working on a +1 flyer attack. It's not almost done. That's the bug in the production tab, or it makes it look like it's almost done, and then it will go back down to like 10% complete in a second here. It'd be nice if it was almost done. It'd be really cool. There it is. Back down to like no %. Hilarious. Hilarious bug, Blizzard. Got the Hydra Den. Got the Lurker aspect on the way. Speed is not meching. He is going for the SK Tyranny type stuff. And he needs to add fire bats. Right? Tastosis was talking about that in a lot of the round of 24 groups. Just says late game TvZ these days, there just need to be fire bats in there. You can handle the Lings when they're inside Dark Swarm. The fire bats, you know, if you've got 2 or 3 of them, they can take down a Lurker. Or if it's the only thing inside the Dark Swarm, sure. But sometimes that's enough to shut down every Marine on the entire map. So having the fire bats wins that engagement for you. What's up, Ultra? Legend of the channel, Ultra. Things are going great. We've had some amazing PvT with carriers. We've got a TvZ here. Some great PvZs, too. Wonderful Monday stream today from this ASL caliber talent that is here on the channel 4 days a week. Sundays are for viewer replays, but the Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday run is legendary. He's making it all the way across here. Lurker on the... Oh, Lurker egg on the ramp. Okay, but coming up here, and Lurkers burrow in, and there are Sunkens. God, action. Playing with fire here, just barely getting the defense. Barely getting the defense up in time. Incredible stuff. What's up with StarCraft looking different on different streams? I heard it has to do with Gamma, but I always feel over my head. I don't know. Different how? Brightness? Crispness? You're not talking about like the remaster versus the OG client StarCraft, right? Ah, Mike's hoping for the Carbot. We could do a Carbot stream for you at some point. I don't know, man. It is not popular among the existing StarCraft fan base these days. But for science, we can definitely give it a shot. Lucky noob. I mean, top shelf, I've got an entire playlist of OG StarCraft casts. Here is my OG StarCraft playlist of a bunch of games that I have cast out there in the OG client. Speed. Containing, +1/+1, irradiates on the way. Is he gonna try to bust this? I don't know, man. It's Lurkers, it's Sunkens, it's problematic. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea by Speed. Now everybody dies. He went for it and should not have gone for it. Not even close. Mutas have +1. Another group shows up. Irradiate is still not done. No fire bats in the mix. Don't have any science vessels out on the map yet either. Getting them across the map is going to be a nightmare with these mutas sharking around with the +1 attack too. Oh! Yeah, the replay functionality didn't exist until Brood War was out, Top Shelf. Replay functionality was introduced in spring of 2001. I know that because I was in college at the time, and I roomed with a bunch of dudes that loved StarCraft 2, and it blew our minds. We didn't know it was coming. They're just like, here's an update to StarCraft, and we're like, okay. We updated it, and it was like, now we have a replay button on the main menu. We're like, wait, what? What is this? So cool. So no, there are no replay files for OG StarCraft. Can you play ladder on OG StarCraft these days? I don't know. I get what you're saying, Top Shelf. I mean, yeah, you could do like a custom game in StarCraft 1 and get a replay of that. So yeah, I suppose you could. Could see how Mutalisks just dominated the entire game in every matchup, which is why everything that was added to Brood War was an anti-Mutalisk technique. Pull, 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 pull. The mutas are gone. Hooray! We did it. We did 2 irradiates and all the mutas died. Speed's got to feel good about that. And they're going for a drop here into the main base of action. But also there's a bunch of lings and there's a defiler here. And maybe don't unload in the middle of all of the cracklings. Okay, well. We did. We did unload in all of the cracklings and everybody died. Definitely could have been a better move. D-Matrix dropship is still D-Matrixed. Might as well give it another try down here at the 3rd, but cracklings are waiting for you here too, sir, as well as a lurker, so never mind. Boy, did those mutas all sure die, but getting a 4th base down the right side is action. Ultralisks are out, chitinous plating appears to be done. Metasynaptic node is on the way. Yeah. Action's feeling great. He lost all the mutas, but that's a minor setback considering everything else that's going on here, which is ultras and cracklings and defilers and no fire bats at all for speed. So, not looking good. Yeah, but Mutalisks crush Protoss on OG StarCraft. There are no Corsairs. So you open up 2-hatch Muta, make mass Mutalisk, and it's like, these Dragoons, and hopefully we can storm them to death. Good irradiates, good counter plague. Marines get up into this 3rd base. They snipe the Nidus at the 3rd. That's pretty good. But it looks like the Lurkers and the Sunkens and the Irradiated Ultralisk might be able to just he gets unirradiated just for a second. It falls off and he's not quite dead yet, which is fairly rare. Yeah, but Archons can't be everywhere at once. You can't defend your base with Archons. And if you make too many Archons, they just make Hydras and come and kill you. Again, I'm telling you, the reason everything that was added to StarCraft Brood War was an anti-Mutalisk thing is because mutas were overpowering. Yeah, I've heard about the Mass Recall mod, Mr. Purple. Am aware. Nice Plague, chasing him away. Speed. Ooh, good snipe on a Plague Science Vessel. 3 out of the 7 are. So you kind of have to target that Mutalisk properly. You're right, Dark Templars weren't, Lurkers weren't either. But everybody got a thing that was anti-Mutalisk. What's actually kind of funny, too, is that even in Brood War, players didn't realize how good Corsairs were against Zerg until Bisu kind of figured it out well into the mid-2000s. Trying to bust up into the third base again. No? Short answer, no. This Spore's going to finish, and these, yeah, Science Vessels need to back off. That Spore on the top of the ramp is amazing. Another group getting caught out. Ultras jumping on this whole thing. These Marines get maybe behind the mineral line. A couple drones are going to die. This is all right. These are Plague Marines. They could be having a worse time. Okay, now they're definitely dead. Yeah, I said mid-2000s top shelf. 120 to 105 supply in favor of action is not great for our guy's speed here. Good pressure. He's gotten a lot of good pressure up on that third base, but the hatch lives. There's a new Nidus there. The Ultras are starting to make the move out across the map. You're irradiating them as much as you can. 4 of the 5 Science Vessels are irradiated. Scourge connecting on 1 and 2. Yeah, these guys getting wiped out. It is under 100 supply from speed. Not looking great. Not looking great for our ASL qualifier, a round of 16 speed in this game. But again, it's a late 2023 game. It's not current guy speed. He's got 2 on upgrades. Another Mutalisk on the way. More Defilers on the way here too. But 4 basing Zerg seems to be just about enough. That 4th gas is huge for Zerg. You can pretty much do everything you want. No Dark Swarms and no Plague supporting the Ultras, and they're getting irradiated is really terrible. Good snipe. Oh, Science Vessels. Well, one of them got Plague. The other 2 are already deep in the red territory there, and speed is doing the right thing. You got to keep pushing. Gotta keep pushing, man. You cannot sit back and be like, I lost that whole army. Wait for the Zerg to come kill me. You must be out there, because if they show up with the Dark Swarm on your front doorstep, you die. Good positioning here by the Marines. And there's the Dark Swarm. There's the Mutalisks picking off the Science Vessels. Getting another one. This guy survived somehow. Some way. These guys are still hunting. Chase, chase, chase. They lost it. They lost the signal. This one Ultralisk going to town. Bam. Marines out of it. Bit of a sneak attack down this way with Cracklings. They've got 2-2 upgrades. They are falling back. They don't want to go out there by themselves. Another Ultralisk dies. You know, if you can beat a Zerg player by killing a certain number of Ultras, he's certainly doing all right by that metric. And the Zerg has not managed to get across the map at all. Another just bunch of Lings. A bunch of Lings is not going to win the game. He needs to get a Defiler across the map. Plagued up. And Dark Swarmed. I mean, no Fire Bats. Not that they're good against the Ultralisks at all. But there are very specific situations where you do want a couple Fire Bats in this composition where they do pay for themselves immensely. Still no sign of a 4th base from speed, which is concerning here at 19 minutes. He's on 3. There you go. He is trying to expand up this left side if he can. But 140 to 110 supply. The Plagues are continuing to be hot. Running meeting are the Giants in the middle of the map here. 3-1 upgrades on the Marines. The Ultras are getting exploded. Defiler wiggling. Wiggling into the third base. And, oh no, speed gives us a tap out. He GG's there. I mean, he's down 40 supply. He's got a Defiler at his third base. He hasn't cast a Dark Swarm yet, and he might actually die to this bunker. But how many more? I don't know. There's not a lot over here. There's 1 Ultralisk. There's 3 Zerglings, and there's a Defiler, but he doesn't have any Fire Bats. If this gets Dark Swarmed and this base dies, and this base is late, he's out. So GG, man. Action barely pulls it out there. 130 supply from him. Playing on the edge as much as possible, and watcha, Action gets the win there. Cool. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the professional replay portion of the stream. It's always a lot of fun. Got a lot of good TvZ, PvP, PvT, PvZ out there for you. We're moving into 2025 replays starting Thursday. So that's going to be exciting. Let's head out to US West BattleNet. Yeah, sometimes players do seem to give up a little bit too soon. Well, let's go to US West BattleNet. Falcon Pally channel. And see what we want to do. We got Savior Sword, Detroit, Starboy, Big Wan, Ultra's out here. Ah. Choosing the next match is Big Wan. The map is called Control How Good You Are. What? Ah, sounds good, Ultra. We're here, man. Not many folks at the start of a stream on a Monday. That's generally the case. You want... Okay, there's a couple maps that have the word control in them. Big Wan. Which one do y'all want? Zone control, choke unit control. That's one that we probably played a while ago. Oh, Big Wan wants to host the game. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do that then. Go ahead, Big Wan. What's up, Spizer? Zerg is my favorite race. Happy Monday. Purple, catch you later, dude. Thanks for hanging out. New Big Wan map. New Big Wan. He left. Where did Big Wan go? Big Wan, where you at, sir?
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your
What's up,
birthright.
Spizer?
Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Looking good. Big Wan is gone. Big Wan left. Are we not friends, Big Wan? Maybe we didn't join. Wait, can I join it? I have the replay problem, though. Yes, YH. What's up, dude, bro? Epic Gamer. Uh-oh, my game locked up because I tried to join. StarCraft, are you okay? I didn't even try to join a specific lobby. I just wanted to, like, see a list of games. There we go. Big Wan? Oh, here we go. I don't know if this is going to work out for us. How's it going, hamster? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me in. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. That is fine, YH, 100%. Yeah, I have a problem with joining lobbies because of the... Just send me the map. Can't do it. I got too many replays in my replay folder, and it's stupid, stupid bug. Bum, bum, bum. I will message Big Wan on Discord. Send me the map. And I shall host it. Yeah, but you don't have 25,000 replays in your folder, Detroit. And I do. Firestar. is in the house. Hey, what's up, Noah Drunk? Happy Monday to you. Big Wan. Oh, Big Wan just like stopped listening. Just like went into his game and was just like, nope, don't care. Not listening to Falcon anymore. Sure hope he shows up. That'd be nice. No, he's not in there. Maybe he's sending me the map. That would be nice. There he is. Send me the map, please. There it is. Thank you. All right, tossing it into my download folder for maps. And it's Korean characters. So, is it this one? It's this one. This one with Korean characters. Not the other ones. This one with Korean characters. Maybe, JSIS. Use map settings. It's a UED map, so we don't have extended unit limits. But let's go. Let's see what it is. Okay, Savior Sword, JSIS, Big Wan. I mean, not knowing what it is maybe making people a little bit resilient. Resistant is the word I want. How good is your control, says Hamster. Got a smiley face in the middle of it. Lost Control has joined the game. Ultra's in here. Okay, so we got a full lobby now. That's good. There's a mute around. We have to try to hit one muta together and move down the line left to right. JSIS bails because he doesn't like working together with people. He's more of a solo kind of a player. Okay, let's give it a shot. Savior Sword Ultra, Lost Control, who is new, Big Wan, and JSIS. Okay. So each time we compete, we get a set of different units. So it's cooperative against the CPU? Alright, GLHF, let's give it a shot. New map is a new map. I gotta say, I'm not really super likely to go back to the ones that are Korean title just because I don't know what they are. Alright, we got Savior Sword, Ultra, Lost Control, Big Wan, and JSIS with Goliaths. And you use your Goliath attacks on a hero. Ah, Firebat. Oh gosh, he like one-shots you. He does. He one-shots you. This is tough. The Goliath is 10 hit points. The guy's doing 100 damage. And that's it? You lose? All right. Well, do we want to try it again? I mean, are you happy about that big win? Or Detroit's like, I don't want to play that. I do not have fun there. I died in 10 seconds. Let's try it again. Just one more time here. And if you die to the first round again, fine, we'll move on to something else. But I'm just curious to see if we can get past the fire bat is all. Okay, we're gonna round to it here. Big Band. Starboy, Ultra, JSys, Big Wan. Okay, let's go. JSys says the lag is too much, but he's back in. He's gonna try it again anyway because he's a trooper. So we need one Goliath pilot here to aggro it and then run. Run, and everybody needs to stay, like, goal here is to stay away from it as much. There you go. Stay away. No, stay away. Starboy lost his. That's okay. That's all right. We got him a sub 50. No, lost another one. It's going to be so much harder now. But I think they got him. 35, 25, 15. Bam. Woo. Okay. That's a win. Now we're in the next round. We got to kill Super Heroic Lurker that does 50 damage per shot. He will two-shot. So you got to scan. You go in. I don't even know how you're supposed to coordinate this, but it seems to be kind of working out. Oh, lost it. JSys on his own. I was like, where is the scan? JSys on his own. He needs to deal about 30 damage with a 5 damage Gauss rifle. Brutal. Okay, so we want crazy, super hard micro challenges against the CPU. We know where to go. From the Big Wan. If everybody attacked up and they were already spread out, says Hamster, then maybe that results in a win. Let's go. I want to do a money 999999 4v4 here. Is this one a free-for-all or is this one teams? I don't remember. Let's find out. Teams. Cool. So it's money map. Money map 4v4. You don't have to worry about getting money. You just have all of the money. JSys says the map is too broken to play on. JSys, you're just not good. Get good, man. Stop making excuses. I know you think you're great at StarCraft, so don't complain about that stuff. You can do it. Don't say the map is broken when it's just a skill issue. Mike, no. We got Big Game Hunter stuff coming in. Maybe a Phantom mode, which is also UMS. (2v2). Big Wan is out. Use the color version. Winning 99999 color. Use map settings. Jasus does not like teamwork. That is true. That is a very true fact. All right, so... yeah, 2v2 works for me. Let's go. 2v2. Big Wan, Savior Sword, Detroit, and Ultra on the teams. Let's see what we get. What's up, the boss? All right, 2v2 shenaniganry. Team 1 is Team Savior Sword and Detroit Bulk at the 12 o'clock. And then at the 6 o'clock, we've got Big Wan and Ultra. You have infinite money. Let's start a prediction out. Who's going to come out on top here? Team Savior Sword. Team Big Wan. So we'll see the strategies here. Pairs of pylons from Savior Sword first into 1,000,000 gateways. And lines of pylons from Detroit. Same thing down here from Big Wan, and then just a lot of hatcheries here from Ultra. So you got to make your drones, right? It's a little bit weird for Zerg early on, because one probe can make a ton of production. But if you're turning your drones into production, you got to keep making drones. It's a whole different setup for the Zerg side of it. So we'll see what Ultra is able to do. Lucky Noob says that Protoss is broken here. Well, 3 of the 4 players here are Protoss. So let's see how Ultra does. He's got his spawning pool. His hatcheries are starting to pop here. Again, you have infinite gas. So you can get any upgrades you want as soon as you have the building for it. Jasus wants to put his money on Big Wan. Big Wan is at 17 supply. To Savior Sword's also 17 supply. How's it going, Zilnar? A little bit of lag coming in here. Not sure who that would be, but doesn't seem too terrible right now. If I notice it, though, it's extra bad. Sometimes they complain about lag that's not even really noticeable from the OBS perspective, and that is tough. That's tough when we get that. But a lot of zealots out. Big Wan trying to cannon up the center here, too, so we can fight against enemy zealots with his cannons, which is a huge friggin' deal. Zilnar says, rooting for Zerg, but that double toss team is pretty big. Jason says he's going to put all his money on Big Wan. Big Wan is probably the best player here in fastest map. But can he hold on his own? I'm not sure that Ultra can keep up is the problem. He's got his hatcheries. He's got his larva. Zerg, like always, is a little bit weaker in the beginning, and then the later the game goes on, the more impossible they are to deal with. It's the same kind of in 1v1 low money maps. It's the same in fastest maps. It's the same out here too. Here comes Detroit, and Savior Sword is just going after Ultra here, who did get a bunch of Hydras out. I kind of like it. I'm kind of okay with this out of Ultra against slow Zealots. Detroit throwing his Zealots away into the cannon defense here of Big Wan. Not a great opening from him. The Hydras are not exactly microing at all, and the Zealots are kind of getting a lot more value than I thought they would. More Hydras being produced all the time. Maybe a couple Sunkens would be good to throw down. Here from Ultra, it's so funny because you're like, are you spending your money? And it's like, of course not! Nobody is spending their money. He needs the Hydras to be down here in between so the Zealots can't get surrounds on him. Made a bunch of Overlords for supply. He needs way too many Overlords. He's got way too many Overlords compared to how many Hydras that he's got. More hatcheries would be good too. But the I mean, he's holding it. He's holding this attack. Now Savior Sword's being distracted by Big Wan's cannons in the center as well. Hey, look, brought some Hydras out to the middle here. He's moving. Probably needs more hatcheries. He's got a ton of available supply. He needs more drones, needs more hatches. Needs more upgrades for the Hydralisks, too. That'd be nice. Big Wan, 124 supply. Savior Sword is maxed out. Holy crap, Savior Sword is maxed out. He knows what he's doing here on a money map, for sure. Top Shelf says, why are there so many maps based on fastest and not BGH? I'm not sure that's the case. I feel like there are a lot of maps based on BGH and a lot of maps based on FME. Yeah. 111 Dragoons here from Savior Sword all day. All day, all day. The Hydras of Ultra are fighting in here too. Yeah, he's pretty happy with the number of hatcheries that he has, which is going to be a problem for him. Plus, he doesn't have Hydra speed yet. I feel like he probably should. Savior's, Big Wan kind of slowing down a little bit here too. I think he's rallying into a lot of problems right now. The Hydras are a good trade against these Dragoons. They are. Cost for cost here. They're going to be just fine. Love to see him getting an upgrade for these, but my goodness, it's a lot of Savior Sword. Big Wan tried to get into Reaver Tech, and I think that slowed down his ability to make as many gateway units as he needed here to stay alive. I mean, he's living, right? As long as we keep sending Dragoons at him, Ultra will be able to hold on with just Hydralisks. And he's got 1-1 for his Hydras, too, which is awesome. So, I mean, he's getting upgrades down here. He just needs more hatcheries. Detroit also probably needs more gateways. So, you know, the Ultra Detroit setup is kind of evening itself out right now. Yeah, I think this 1v1, well, I don't know. Big Wan's Reaver shots are pretty good against these Dragoons. He's just pumping Reavers right now. And maybe taking Savior Sword down a peg a little bit. Yeah, Archons and Dragoons against Hydras are going to do pretty poorly too. Go Ultra! Get on! Doing pretty well, gotta say. Hamster's like, why are there no DTs? Good question. There probably should be DTs. He did make drones. He's trying to make more hatcheries, but what he needs is another round of Hydralisks here, too. He's trying to throw them up here, but my goodness, it's a combination of the two. And even these Reavers are not enough to deal with Savior Sword's constant pressure. Yeah, I don't know that this Reaver Tech really made sense for Big Wan. He's holding it, but he is losing Ultra real bad down here. More Hydras being produced all the time, but they are outnumbered immensely here. Detroit, 160 supply coming in. 111 upgrades for his dudes. Detroit's been getting better all the time, and it's paying off for him for sure. So Big Wan does manage to kind of break out, but I don't think there's any saving Ultra here at 7 minutes, unfortunately. And I'm not sure Big Wan can 2v1 this either. I don't think Big Wan can even get out of his main is the problem here. Yeah, Ultra GG's. Big Wan can't get out of his own front door. He's got to tap out here too. Big Wan needs scouts. Yeah, even the Reaver stuff, man. Even the Reaver's getting big hits off. Not enough against all these Dragoons. Just a really out macroing here. And Team Savior Sword and Detroit pick up the win. Nicely done. Team Savior Sword on the victory. Savior Sword. Big one out producing, actually. But this kill-death ratio is huge for Savior Sword. Way more value for his fewer units. Also killed more buildings. And the outspend by Savior Sword at the end of the day. Good job. Savior Sword is good at the money maps, undoubtedly. So nicely done. How many more people are out here? Still got the same group. Big Wan, Starboy, Detroit, Savior Sword. Come join the US West BattleNet server if you want to play with us today. Yep, more people are coming on in. GG's. I'm going to do a Team Micro Arena then. I think people have a lot of fun with that. We'll go with version 7.1. Gonna step away, get some water for a second. Be right back. All right, GG's on that money map. Saber Store says I hardly microed that game. Goodness. Ugh. Starboy's like, what is going on? Yeah, 3v1. We'll put Savior Sword on the other team. Yeah, let's switch it up. Savior Sword and Ultra versus Big Wan and Detroit on this one then. Alright, let's go. Mixing it up. Mixing the teams up a little bit, but same Savior Sword versus Big Wan setup here.
Checklist protocol initiated. Checklist completed. SOB.
Okay, Team North, we got Savior Sword and Ultra. Team South here is Big Wan and Detroit. It's all micro all the time here. You don't have to build a base. You don't build unit-producing structures. You choose a group of units to spawn, or maybe one Mutalisk or one Lurker in the early stages. And try to win with that. Try to counter what your enemy is doing. If you kill the enemy Nexus, you win. Uh-oh. Is Ultra not here? Did Ultra leave? Ultra, where'd you go? You joined the lobby and then you walked away. How do I select? Oh, he needs to be told how to do this. So top left, take your DT, go choose a thing. What do I want? What do I want? Dragoons? He goes Dragoons. Yeah, attacking the Nexus early is a pretty bad idea. Kill the units to get points, and then when your units all die, you get to respawn with a new group of units. And if you kill enough, you get upgraded to better groups of units. It's very exciting. Ooh, Spider-Mine connections there. Not bad. These guys are choosing, so they're taking some hits. But again, this thing has like 50 armor on the headquarters and 12,000 total hit points, including shields and HP. So you really can't kill it with your early groups of units. You really want to get in there and cause the damage to it later on. When you got things like siege tanks or battle cruisers, or there's a hero unit you can get every certain number of kill score. There's a Dragoon up here. Yeah, Phoenix up here does 250 damage per shot. Can really get through that 50 armor real nice, it turns out. Yeah, the Mutalisks of Ultra here. Oh, he did do a scan against the Cloaked Race, but I think the scan wore off. Scan sucks in this. It really does. You got your comm sats up here, but they're like 100. Something like 100 energy to use it. Yeah, if you're going to right-click on the enemy headquarters, you just kind of make yourself an easy target. Exactly like this for these Goliaths to kill your things and get more kill score. Wander. Nice. Savior Sword got some Marines. Goliaths, attack. You want to be attacking enemy units is what you want to be doing. Because the more you kill those, the more kill score you get. Yeah, there we go. I think you targeted the weak one on purpose, which is nice. Hamster's like, how does Ultra have the highest kill score right now? This is his first time ever playing it. I don't know. Maybe he's awesome. Maybe he's a savant. Get 'em, Mutalisks. Savior Sword's in 3rd place right now. Yeah, Detroit is not playing this right. Yes, congratulations. You took all the shields off of the enemy headquarters, but they still have 6,000 HP at 50 armor apiece to get through. Big Wan doing some fancy Goliath micro against Ultras and Mutalisks. Very nicely done. Is Detroit really just... He's really just going and right-clicking on the commands on the Nexus here, huh? Yeah, Musk being a huge liar about being a great video game player is hilarious. I'm Jim Mariah. What is up? What is up? What is up? We get a raid of 38 people. Are we following? I'm Jim Mariah. Are we? Because if we're not, we need to be. Go give him a follow. Do it. Stimmed Marines against Hydras and Dragoons and Goliaths are honestly pretty good. Kind of less good against the Goliaths versus anything else, but still not bad. I mean, Marines have their counters. There just aren't a million of them. Nice. Good Vulture micro here from Big Wan. Really nicely done. This siege tank putting in some work too. Anybody have any hero stuff? I think it's 10. I think if you get 10,000 kill score, then you get to choose a hero for the next round. And then I think 20, you get another one. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Reaver shot. Nice by Savior Sword. Still in 3rd place. Ultra's still in the lead here, man. Ultra, Savior Sword. Oh, Reaver shotting. Quite nicely. Yeah, I don't understand it either, Hamster, but I think in order to have as much money as he does, you have to have a different mindset. Like a different mindset that covers everything you do. But I don't relate to how they see the world. Nice, trying to drop some tanks on the high ground. Get some shots off, but guess what? This 3 Mutalisk play of Ultra's amazing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ultra's got 10,000 kill score. Does he have to? Maybe it's not 10. Maybe it's 15. Starboy's out on the Twitch. What up, Starboy? And these trees, in case you didn't know, in StarCraft, these doodads on the map, if you're behind it and somebody's hitting you or shooting at you, they have a mischance on that. High ground, mischance, and behind a tree, mischance. Ooh, he's upgraded. Ultra's bottom left now. Ultra, you're upgraded to bottom left now, and so is Savior Sword. Ultra, you're bottom left. Savior Sword, tell him he's bottom left. Oh, we figured it out. Never mind, we're good. He figured it out. He's going the Ultras and Lings. Let's go! I believe. I believe. It's a Ghost Marine medic setup here from Savior Sword. That's a lot of fun. Ah, see? They're attacking the headquarters only if there's nothing else to kill here. They just totally kill spawned. That group from Detroit wiped it out big time. They are tier 2ing it and taking advantage of it right now. Ultralisk attacks are pretty okay. No, they're actually not okay. Still not doing very much damage with 50 armor. What are we spawning? Big Wan, Detroit. What are the choices here? We're still up here. They're still up here. See, now all the shields are gone for Team South's headquarters as well. Yeah, I hope he picks the Torask hero. I like the Torask hero. It's good. Man, what? 8 kills on this Ultra, 7 kills on this Ultralisk. Looking good, Ultra. Doing great. 15. He got 15K. He got his hero, Torask. Let's go! He got his Torask. Get him. Get him, Torask. Get them. Look. Torask. Now, Torask doing 51 damage will do pretty good against the headquarters. A little bit better. Barely. Yeah, Kerrigan is the best hero, undoubtedly, in Team Micro Arena, but it's hard for me to say no to the Torask here. Look at him go! You try to make regular Ultras against the Torask, you fool! Big Wan goes for a big group of Mutalisks. Headquarters on fire. Mutalisks trying to burn down the Torask, and he pulls out. Ultra smart. Playing it smart here. We got a NORAD 2 hero battle cruiser fighting against these Mutalisks. Not a great fighter against mutas in general, but when you're doing, what, 50, 70 damage per shot, you can two-shot a muta, and it's actually a lot easier for you. Heroic battle cruisers, much better. Torask, 15 total kills, man. 15 total kills. That's a regular Dragoon getting smashed in the face. The Cloaked Wraiths are trying to take down the NORAD, though. Ultralisk is like, I cannot help you, Sensei. Not allowed. Ah, Torask, no! Win! 21 kill Torask. 23 kill Torask with 83 hit points. Savior Sword says, pick your group of units. You have a new group. It's like, what do I want? More Ultras? Okay, sounds great. Unit unplaceable. Oh no! Battle Cruiser. 300 hit points. More Lings and Ultras running down. Torask needs a medic or a sponge bath. 67 hit points. He's alive. Torask has 36 kills. 36! Dude's crushing it out here. The Cloaked Wraiths are finally going to take down the NORAD 2. Good snipe there, man. Torask, 36 kills. These Marines are just asking to die. Ultra is outclassing Detroit in Team Micro Arena, where Detroit was outclassing Ultra in the Money 999 map. Dude, 38? Making Lings is not going to help. Man, look at this. Ultra's still in the lead. You guys were like, nah, it'll fall off after a couple minutes. Not with the power of Ultralisks, it won't. 42 kills. Look at this guy. 42. There's DTs hacking away at your Ultralisks, though. There's the turnaround and the scan, and they run out of the scan because they're really smart, but a 43 kill DT. 44 kill DT. The DTs are back. They're not. Another scan, please. Not the Torask. Not like this. Ah! Finally, smart play there. Getting rid of the Ultras. The headquarters is down to 5,000 of 6,000 hit points. Another hero from Ultra. Is he back into Torask Town? Is the question. No, he goes Hunter Killer. Boo. Worst hero in the game. Not even really a hero, actually. Kinda sucks. Well, I mean, I don't know. Whoa, DTs? Where the scans are at? Energy for scan? Yes, use the scans. Ultra, use the scans. Oh, so interesting. He chooses Hunter Killer and then also chooses a group of Hydras so that he can hide amongst the regular Hydras with his Hunter Killer. There you go. Starboy knows what's up. I think the Hunter Killer is dead. Yeah. Aww. Uh-oh. This Ling Ultra stuff is rolling the Marine Ghosty play out of Savior Sword. He's got a regular ghost, not a hero ghost or anything. Ooh, Ultra goes into a bunch of Reavers to try to handle. No! No! He did not have time to actually make Scarabs there. Oh, brutal. Brutal, brutal stuff. And Big Wan takes the lead in the kill score at 38. Battle Cruiser group, and then Big Man's like, I've got the Wraiths here, man. Cloaked Wraiths are too good because the scan is so expensive. Okay, a couple of them going down, still a whole bunch remaining. I'm waiting for a Phoenix hero to show up. I'm not sure we have one of those. Cloaked Wraiths burning down yet another BC. Kill stuff, Detroit. You just gotta kill stuff. Still waiting for a Phoenix. Oh no! Oh, it was a Phoenix! Big Land just spent on a Phoenix. And Savior Sword's Reavers murdered him. Ah, it's just like Kerrigan did that one time. We do have a Phoenix voice line these days. Actually, we've got another sound alert. I'm not sure anybody's tried yet. Big Wan requested it. Archons and Ultralisks putting work against Zerg anything is going to be okay. I haven't seen anybody else complain about it, SOS. I think we're okay today, but...
What? I can't see where you are. Do you happen to be a Dark Templar? Why you gotta be invisible? Is it cause I got gas in my ass emulator?
That one is so loud. Quick, turn it down.
What? I can't see where you are.
Lings and Ultras on the enemy headquarters, 5,000 HP there. Yeah, it's from like a...
There is no shame in defeat, so long as the spirit is unconquered.
There's Phoenix, looking good. Yeah, that one, the music one, is from a video from like 13 years ago, like early StarCraft 2 days, this dude.
I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy.
Yeah, there you go. There's the not happy Bob.
I have sacrificed all that our world might live, but never think that I would for one moment regret my actions. For I am Templar, and above all else, I have sworn to protect our homeworld till the end.
That's right, Tassadar. Okay, so we're at a position here where Big Wan's way ahead and Detroit's way behind, and Ultra and Savior Sword are in the middle. So it's kind of evened up at this point. Detroit's really struggling. Big Wan's kicking trash. Big Wan with the anti-air, with the Mutalisks against the Reavers, pretty good, but then the Hydras are getting free shots off them as well. No turning back is Jordan being a Gen Z kid, or a Gen Alpha kid, who loves Minecraft music videos more than anything in the entire world, and requesting a sound alert that is a clip from one of his favorite Minecraft music videos. That's it. That's all it is from Jordan. Speaking of Minecraft, the movie seems to be doing all right financially. It might be a major success for the studio. Meanwhile, though, Siege Tanks are firing away at the 12 o'clock Nexus. Siege Tank shots still not... Well, actually, 80 damage per shot does do real damage to a 50 armor target. They're not even heroic units, I don't think. Is he sneaking like an Edmund Duke in here or something? No, regular Siege Tanks. That's a regular Hydralisk. That's a regular Reaver. Savior Sword says, TK me, hurry. Okay, on it. He says, choose Phoenix or choose a Torask. Ah, it's no, too late. Oh, there was a Phoenix that got dropped up there too. GG, Big Wan. Gets the win. Why are we still in here? Because they didn't leave yet. I told you, that Phoenix can take a game from pretty close to over really, really fast. So GG, man. Team Big Wan was behind there for a while, but he was able to pull out the victory in the end. Savior Sword and Ultra killed the most stuff. But what it came down to was that Phoenix hero with those siege tanks getting the win. That was awesome. Yeah, Zolnar, that sounds about what I am familiar with too with it, with the Minecraft movie. Going with no expectations and you're going to do a lot better. Can we pull off? An air-only Protoss Hunters. That sounds kind of interesting. Micro Twist. Can we fill a Phantom? Phantom is the chillest. The chillest and the illest. Let's see if people are interested in one of those today. Ooh, Can I Play Please is here, maybe. Could be somebody impersonating Can I Play Please, though. Sounds good, Starboy. And there we go. Baby T-Rex is in too. Nice. So Savior Sword, Big Wan, J-Sis, Detroit, Happy, Can I Play Plays Ultra, and Baby T-Rex. Oh, I didn't even look at his stats, Hamster. Good call. That probably is Can I Play Please then. Based on those numbers, which are 1,400 and 1,400. I gotta kill you for yesterday, you know? Baby T-Rex. SOS. Can't get logged into BattleNet. Starboy want to come watch? Are we waiting for him to come obs, or is he okay to obs from the chat? Ah, Starboy says he's still red. All right, let's go. Sounds good, Starboy. Yeah, I was having trouble with my PC. I was trying to edit some videos, and the resulting edits were like not playable, which was really frustrating. Rebooted the PC and tried it again, and it worked. What's up, Music with John? Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good one. We got a Phantom mode here on Twilight. You're just in time for a Phantom mode play. Let me get those names on the top left of the screen just so you know who the players are without getting spoiled about who is the Phantom and who is not the Phantom. Boing. Wait, where is it? There it is. Wow, it was way down there. Weird. Okay, we're in. We're in like a bin. Top left, we got Jasis, a brown Terran, a player. A Detroit, 12 o'clock is Protoss oranging. We got a dark gray Terran, Big Wan. A dark blue Zerg player is friggin' not Jericho. Baby T-Rex in the bottom right is a white Zerg Ultra SCBW. Incredible supporter of the channel. Great dude all around. Won the last game with us. Happy lifted off his command center to take his natural, which is hilarious. But he's here. And then we got Savior Sword in the bottom left playing green Protoss. And a magenta Protoss left side is Can I Play Please. How's it going, Jack? Happy Monday. Big Wan says he's a paladin. Okay, so it's both Can I Play Please and Big Wan who say that they are paladins. One could be lying, both could be lying. They could be both telling the truth. We do not know. That's why it's fun. Ooh, me, pal. What's up, Gannon? How's it going in your neck of the woods today on a Monday? I'm going to go watch the final of the March Madness between Florida and Houston today with my brothers. Should be a good time. Can I Play Please says, Happy is sus. We got to take him down. I went 12 Nexus to Savior Sword. Happy unvisioned and Can I Play Please doesn't like it. Yeah, but he unvisions every time. It's not sus when he does it because he always does it even when he's innocent. Ooh, what's Frosthaven, Ganon? Okay, baby T-Rex is here to take him down too, I guess. Uh-huh, Ganon, I see. Turn-based tactical combat game. Very cool. Happy says, well, my strategy backfired again. GG me, he says. Yeah. Really spooked Happy there, huh? Also, baby T-Rex is attacking Detroit. I think, well, he said he would. He said he would, so he is. He's a man of his own honor. However, 2 zealots and a bunch of probes are enough to handle about 10 lings. Ooh, forcing a cancel on his second base hurts a lot. Okay, that's a cancel on Detroit's second. I wonder if Can I Play Please is going to do anything about the absolute murderation of Detroit by baby T-Rex because of what happened in a previous game. Yeah, no cannons for you. He doesn't want to fight the zealots at all. But he is sniping the cannons down, so when more lings come in and he does fight the zealots, oh, depowering the gate would be hot. But just, you know, staying away from the zealots as much as possible, sniping down yet another probe and another probe. Ugh. And maybe taking this guy down. Who knows? Okay, yeah, one of the zealots is dead. There's still 2 remaining, though. The gateway, I assume, is still producing more zealots, as much as Detroit is able to do. There's a lot of chaos here, in considering the fact that this command center is floating. Savior Sword is building on the corpse. Ultra's building on the corpse of Happy, who's not technically dead yet, although Can I Play Please is going to finish him off. Well, try to finish him off now, anyway. Aha, he's not out yet, though. Can I Play Please has to find where he is. Whoa, Big Wan, that's a lot of factories, sir. He did say he's a paladin, so he could be telling the truth about that. Baby T-Rex says that Savior Sword is Savior Sword. Wait, what? Phantom down? Nobody's out yet. What are you talking about? Is he out? Do partially constructed buildings count? Big Wan has a lot of production happening, but again, he said he was a paladin. Can I Play Please says that he trusts him. Is Happy out of it, or is Happy still here? I am confused. Yeah, Starboy. Can I Play Please did. And Happy is Phantom. He wasn't being sus. He just unvisioned everybody like he always does. And Can I Play Please was like, screw it. I don't care. And killed him. And that was Phantom. So it worked out for Can I Play Please. Detroit's getting murdered by baby T-Rex because of stuff that happened in a previous game. And Detroit was a Slayer, so there's one Phantom remaining now that Happy's been taken out because he was hoisted by his own petard. Big Wen continues to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 factories at 8 minutes because if you're a Paladin, you get extra cash for that, I suppose. Hey, what's up, Arcadiox? So technically Happy is getting money. Is he still in because of this stupid halfway constructed 10% constructed command center? Really? Dalaville says we're close to the 50 likes goal for the Monday stream. Thanks for tapping the like button if you have. Thanks for finding the like button in your Apple TV YouTube app, if that's what you're watching on, or I don't know, Roku, wherever you might to be. Happy says, go ahead and kill my CC. I can't do anything with it anyway. Fair, fair. And Ultra gets some Mutas out. Bam. Officially takes Happy out of it. Adds that to the structure's killed score. Huh. Save your sword casually 4-basing at 9 minutes, as he loves to do in a Phantom mode. He knows what he's all about here. Getting a second Cyber Core for air upgrades. Got a Dark Archon out already. What's up, Joe Jax? How you doing? Happy Monday. Hope you're enjoying the StarCraft. Can I play, please? Says, let's kill someone. Big One says, who do we kill? He listens to G22 when he said Jasis, so I guess Jasis is being attacked. Let's see if he can handle this. I'm gonna guess he cannot. Well, he's got his own tanks, which could, I mean, it's hard to push on tanks with tanks, which is why there's so much dropping in the meta of TVT these days. Baby T-Rex, is getting hit by Ultra. No, Ultra's killing baby T-Rex out of nowhere. What is going on? So Jasis lives mostly because of the crazy stuff happening here. Maybe T-Rex is running overlords. He counterattacks and takes down that second base of Ultra. Can I play, please? Is going after him as well. Well, if it looks like it's Ultra and it's over, it's his first time playing Phantom and maybe didn't quite understand the concept of hiding a little bit in old Phantom, but he also might not be. Is he out? Maybe T-Rex. And he was a Slayer! Ultra just casually decides to go murder baby T-Rex for no reason. He's a Slayer. Hilariously. Okay. Okay. Oh, guess Savior Sword's next. All right, can I play, please? Trying to take him down. Savior Sword is throwing out sock rants, which usually means he's innocent, but we'll see what we get. Is he murdering baby T-Rex as well, or no? No, not so much. Can I play, please? Didn't bring detection with him, so the DTs of Savior Sword are keeping him alive for the time being, but can I play, please? And Big Wan choosing to focus on murdering Savior Sword. He's not going to be able to hold here, even if he was a Phantom. Oh, Dan, I'm glad you enjoyed the Team Micro arena in the last game. Jasis, tank dropping. Big Wan. I mean, Big Wan was trying to kill him. Like, I don't think this is Jasis being a Phantom. I think he's just like, dude, you pushed me with tanks. Screw you. I'm going to drop ya. But he's okay. I don't know if he has any SCVs left, but he does seem to be okay. Yeah, Savior Sword's out of it. I mean, dealing with the macro of a +2 mass Dragooning with detection, can I play, please, is too much to ask. Baby T-Rex is in here, too. Doesn't really matter. Savior Sword producing, but he was on 4 bases for the first 10 minutes of the game, so he's got a pretty good bank. And he said eat a sock, which generally indicates he's not a Phantom, but can I play, please, does not have the time to sit around and wait. So, assuming Savior Sword's not a Phantom, we've got... Well, let's do a prediction here real quick, but let's run it down real fast. We've got Can I Play Please, Baby T-Rex, Jasis, and Big Wan. 4 players left. One of them is a Phantom. But there are 2 Paladins left here. So 2 Paladins, 1 Slayer, and a Phantom left. Assuming Savior Sword is not the second Phantom, which I don't think he is. Can I Play Please is convinced it's Savior Sword, which, I guess he hasn't played all that much with Savior Sword before. Oh, he sure is, Hamster. He sure is. He's going to town on it. He did it when Can I Play Please started attacking him, too. Detroit is mad. Maybe T-Rex is still mad too. Goodness, so much salt in this old Phantom mode. This is crazy stuff. Okay, so Savior Sword forces everyone to murder the rest of his buildings to eliminate him, and he was a Slayer. So like I said, 4 players left, 2 Paladins left, a Slayer, and a Phantom. Big Wan and Jasis are fighting each other. That has nothing to do with who the Phantom is, though. Unless Jasis has too many battle cruisers and too many siege tanks for a 2 basing guy. I had 4 bases, you donut. Says, can I play, please? Or says, Savior Sword 2, can I play, please? Glad you had a fun time today, Ultra. That's good. I like people getting back into StarCraft after years and having a good time. I think more people should be playing a StarCraft. Wait, what? Where's this lockdown happening? Ah, Jasis locking down a drop. Oh, this color is so hard to see on the minimap. I don't know. Considering Microsoft owns the IP now, there's a decent chance it could end up on the Steam. Jasis is getting hit. I mean, yeah, everybody agrees it's him, I guess, but I don't know, dude. He's got ghosts, he's got battle cruisers, he's got tanks, he's got 2-2 upgrades on his ground mech, no upgrades on his BCs. His ghosts are sitting at 0-0 as well. RJB says not the Steam. What? No, RJB. Problem is that Blizzard Activision has put so much into the Blizzard launcher that moving anything that's in their library to Steam is kind of a capitulation. I don't think they want to do that. They're the only moderately successful third-party game launcher in the industry. It's like Steam, the Battle.net launcher, and that's about it. I think every other launcher has been basically run into the ground, and they've admitted defeat. Huge recall! And everything immediately dies. Second recall, and this stuff doesn't immediately die, but it's close. Can I play, please? Tries to recall Dragoons on top of 1,000,000 3-3 siege tanks. And then he's like, well, we broke it enough. Nice lockdown on the Arbiter, and pushing into the battle cruisers with his 2-2 Dragoons against 0-0 battle cruisers. But tanks are backing him up, so this might work out for Jasis nevertheless. Yeah, these Dragoons are getting absolutely hosed down here. Ghosts exploded as well. Siege tanks joining from Big Wan. Can Jasis hold here is the question. And not looking good. The constant flood. Mass queens from T-Rex. Maybe T-Rex is making mass queens?
Nuclear launch detected.
Got a nuke detected. Probably a defensive nuke from Jasis. Were I to guess where this nuke dot was, I would say it's right here. And it surely is. Let's siege up our tanks in the middle of a nuke. Blah, beautiful nuclear destruction. Second nuke. Keep coming, Big Wan, says Jasis. I got more for ya. I got more for ya here. And you're right, Hamster. Fortnite is hugely popular. That's on the Epic Games Store. But I think other than that, I don't know if anybody uses the Epic Games Store for anything. Like, yes, I have a big library on the Epic Games Store because of all the free games every week. But I can't remember the last time I went there. I think the last game I played on the Epic Store was Red Dead Redemption 2. I did end up buying that from the Epic Games Store, but that was like 2 years ago. I don't know. Ooh, little spawn brooding action from baby T-Rex to deal with these tanks. I like that. Yeah. Good spawn broodlings here from... See, this is why we play these games. Why we play the UMS. Because it leads to crazy stuff like recalls and nukes and mass spawn broodling. Really helping. This is great support from baby T-Rex. This is wonderful support from baby T-Rex. The battle cruisers continue to not have upgrades at all. Another nuke? Why not? Can I play please calls an offensive GG? I think that ghost was here? No, it's this one. Hey! Oh! That was a Pyrrhic nuke if ever I've seen one, man. That was awesome. He killed a bunch of his own production facilities, but also killed a bunch of zealots. Can I play please is not done yet. Jasis is basically admitting that he is, in fact, the Phantom. Bam. GG. All right, nicely done. It was Jasis, and it was Happy. So basically, Jasis, who likes to play alone and doesn't make friends with anyone, was the logical choice to take out for Can I Play Please, Big Wan, and Baby T-Rex. Happy unvisioned everyone, so he was another logical choice to attack. And it just kind of worked out luckily there, is what it did. So the Slayers do get the win. What do we want to do next? Ladies and gentlemen, we got probably 1 or 2 more games depending on what we play here. That was some really sweet nuke action from Jasis. Ordy, you are right about that. I'm down with a Steal the Bacon. Let's do it. I don't think we have enough people. Let's do Retro Steal the Bacon. Actually, no. We filled that lobby, didn't we? Or we could do Hero 7v1. RJB just... Alright, fine. RJB doesn't ask for much. So we'll do an RJB TV fastest map. I owe RGB a lot. This channel would be a lot less exciting without RJB's replays. Can promise you that much. RJB is definitely stream sniping in this game. Alright, we're in. Jasis doesn't like playing with teammates, but he's here now, I guess. So Jasis, can I play please? If only Jeb won. Feels like an RJB name. We got Detroit, Save Your Sword Happy, SOS, Big Wan over there too. Ah, Republican Jeb Bush is RJB. RJB and Can I Play Please definitely need to be on different teams. That is true. So let's swap that with that and that with that. So Jasis, SOS, RJB, Detroit, Save Your Sword Happy, Can I Play Please, Big Wan. Good question mark.
Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
What's up, comrade Gary? Welcome to the channel. We got StarCraft here 5 times a week. Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today is a day for the StarCraft Brood War. Hamster says you should swap Detroit with Happy or Save Your Sword. Alright. Well, sounds like a plan. Save Your Sword swapped. Alright. GLA Jeff. Jasis needs a break. Alright, we'll take a break. SOS is alright. I don't think we've ever had a game where I'm like, holy smokes, everyone is terrified of SOS or anything. you do spooky things in Phantom, people kill you. Unvisioning is spooky. I guess while we have a minute, check me out. I'm on Blue Sky. What? Blue Sky? You guys on Blue Sky? I'm on Twitter and on Blue Sky, but if you're a Blue Sky person and need some StarCraft as you're browsing out here, come give me a follow. We got stuff like how to deal with battle cruisers by Hamster. We got infested Terran connections on a tank by Hamster. Just little 30-second or so clips of stuff that's been happening on the stream usually. Look, you get to see this Ling kill a Goliath, and then you get to see this infested Terran run over and go boom. It's very fun. It brings a little bit of joy to your heart in the day. Like this one, a bunch of dematrixed, quadruple dematrixed fire bats going to town on all those Lings. Very fun stuff. Yes, Hamster does get featured quite often. Crap, is Jace's back? Jace's is not back yet. Jace's is not back yet. Do we have any big game hunters today? Maybe. Maybe if this is fast, we can do a BGH to wrap things up. Jace is back. All right. Gila Jeff. Man, Jace is... Whew. Grump, grump, grump. Grumpy, grumpy. Team Can I Play Please versus Team RJB, who is today If Only Jeb won. Okay, top left. Let's go actually here. Top side, team left. It's going to be Detroit Bulk. Way too close to the enemy here. Can I Play Please top left is a nice place to be for Can I Play Please. On the left side, we've got Big Wan, and then finally, a Zerg player is Happy. Team 2, Jasis, 6 o'clock. We've got a brown Zerg player, RJB, also in the corner. Save Your Sword, right side, top right is SOS. Okay, so we've got RJB in the bottom right, and we've got Can I Play Please in the top left, and they are mortal enemies right now. They are the best players on either team. Can I Play Please says he's rusty, but still. Maybe unplug your router for like 30 seconds and plug it back in, Starboy. Worth a shot. What's up, Goat? Depending on how long it goes, if this is short, then no, it's not the last one. We'll do a Big Game Hunters after this. But if it is a longer fastest map and it goes to the hour, that's the last one of the night. Or flush your DNS, Vlad says. Good call. Vladimir. Big Wan going Mac. He's got that gas. He's got that wall off. He's going to go for the mech. He's going to be vulnerable early, but once he gets those vultures out, he's going to be really good. All three races are represented here. Just Vlad, not Vladimir. Got it. Just Vlad it is. Can I play please is trying to coach out Detroit, telling him to make a couple more gates. Detroit's APM about 30 here. I mean, Starboy, it's probably just your route to their servers. Flushing your DNS kind of forces the route to get reconfigured to BattleNet. That might help. I think Vlad's right about that. Terran Jam. Can he not get a Marine out there to get inside the bunker? He's going for it. Bam, bam. Bunker. Ling's hitting it too. Ah. Oh no, he's getting double teamed here by RJB. Savior Sword is in the house as well. We can repair forever, guys. Can we repair enough? No! He didn't get there in time. Big Wan, no. Big Wan's in a lot of trouble, folks. Is he going to get supply blocked? He is supply blocked. He's going to get further supply blocked. His factory is not done yet. Jasis is all in here, too. Big Wan needs help. Where's Can I Play, please? He's coming. Where is Detroit? I don't know. Where is Happy? Happy doesn't have any available units. He is supply blocked, so he cannot make vultures. That's exactly what RJB said. That's exactly what happened. And Big Wan might be dead. I don't know. Can I Play, please? Has a lot of zealots. He's doing actually okay here. He might clear this thing out. Can I Play, please? Is a good teammate to have. Yeah, Dragoon tries to join the party here from Savior Sword, but nope. Get on out. These Lings are still being annoying. Ah, we got to cover the SCVs. Yeah, he's going to send 2 zealots back to deal with these guys. And hopefully this worker count of Big Wan doesn't get much lower than 8 here at 4 minutes. What an incredible attack. Maybe Psychonauts, maybe not. Depends on how long this guy goes. There you go. Finally gets a vulture out. Now all these slowlings are garbage units. So 1 kill Zergling. I mean, if a Zergling gets a kill, it's pretty much guaranteed to have paid for itself, at least. If not, extra paid for itself, right? Because they're so darn cheap. Savior Sword coming back around to try to take down Big Wan, but cannons are getting tossed up. From Can I Play, please? Should help against this sort of thing. Let's see if Can I Play, please is getting into drop tech yet. There's the Cyber Core. I'm guessing we get Robo here, if I had to guess. Robotech? No, Second Nexus. You're definitely getting some lag here in this game. Second Nexus, and then what, though? Citadel? Stargate? I'm still guessing Robo here from Can I Play, please. He does love his drop tech in fastest map. Sometimes that's all he does, is sit back and drop people. But this time he's being more active with his zealots. I kind of like it. He's here, he's defending his teammates, he's pressuring the other players, like SOS, for example. 54 supply to 36 for SOS, but he's got bunkers. He's got Marines. He's gonna have to repair these bunkers like crazy. Jasis is Marine Firebat Mediking. He's going into factories, though, Hamster. Don't worry about it. Big Wan poking up with his vultures. Cannoning up here, too, is Can I Play, please? He's got, I'm assume, tank stuff coming in next for SOS. These Lings, Happy got some Lings into this base for defensive purposes, I guess. Savior Sword's down here trying to attack Happy, but he's got Sunkens up. That's not happening. The Mutalisks of Happy are jumping on our... Oh, no. RJB was not quite ready for mutas to show up. He's like, I need your Marines, JSIS. Be a good teammate. Zealots jumping on SOS while all this is happening, but the bunker repair is pretty good against these Zealots. Bought time for the cannons to come up, though, and now they're starting to hack away. Can they hit anything here? No, they can't hit any of those buildings. Marines are coming down. JSIS is being a good teammate. After all, good on him. Siege mode is done, and now further tank, well, further cannon pressure is not going to go very well. Zealot down, Zealot down, Zealot down, tank alive. Probably repair that tank, I would say. Whose Zealots are these? Then Detroit comes over and says, aha! But taking siege tank shots, without a doubt. So how's RJB doing? He's at 64 total supply. His drone count seems pretty, honestly, pretty hefty, considering he was not ready for those Mutalisks at all. Mech stuff continuing here from JSIS. Can I play, please? Is finally teching into a Citadel of a Dune. So I was wrong. He doesn't go for a Robo after all. He's not going for the drop tech as fast as I thought he would. But yeah, this siege tank's positioned to cover the left side and the bottom side of any further cannon production. I think Can I Play Please is wasting cash on cannons here, to be honest. Not that I ever lie to you when I'm casting, but it's kind of an affectation of speech, I suppose. Big Man continuing to send vultures into a base that has tanks too is not great. I don't know what that's all about. JSIS tries to bust happy with Marines and medics against a lot of Sunkens. And I mean, this is very traditional low money map stuff. Just not going to be a problem at all. He's got enough Sunkens for Marines for sure. And now RJB's Mutalisks are countering. Oh no. Now who's not ready for mutas? It's Happy, who isn't ready for Mutalisks at all somehow. Reaver dropping is Savior Sword. 12 kill Reaver. Gets another couple there. 14 kill Reaver by Savior Sword. Look at him dropping the opposite side of the map. Very sneaky play from Savior Sword, though. Scourge trying to take out these mutas. The Spore helping there, too. Scourge connections really take the HP off of Mutalisks a lot. And the Spores calm things down for Happy, but he's at 20 supply. Not ideal. Big Wan is really only able to afford Vultures, so he's spider mining and trying to fight with Vultures as much as he can. He would be into tanks, except he doesn't have the worker count to really afford that right now. He has 6 total SCVs on minerals and nobody to spare for gas whatsoever. RJB's Mutalisk flock is getting big and extremely scary. Somebody should probably do something about that. Savior Sword is trying to finish off Big Wan on the left side, but being a good teammate is Can I Play Please as per usual today. Finally getting a Robo after his third Nexus. Here at 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Mutas. That is a lot of Mutalisks. I think you can probably burn down that hive. It's 5 spores in the general vicinity. He's going to try to snipe the Spire first, but maybe. Oh no, he's sniping individual spores. He's losing a bunch of mutas. That's a lot of dead muta sound, but he's still got over 12. I'm going to try to snipe down the enemy Spire. Dude, more spores or hydras or something. Happy's like, I'm out of it, man. I need assistance. Michigan Man Dad is noticing the bank. Detroit, he's spending. He's doing all right here. Just threw up 1 million pylons. He's got army. He's kind of helping with this contain or whatever it is against SOS. So SOS is in trouble. And it looks like Happy's dead with these Marines kind of containing, the Mutas kind of containing. Does anybody have any Valkyries or Corsairs that can assist here? Again, Big Wan's economy is not in a position to really help anybody at all. And JSIS got his tanks out. 1-1 siege tanks causing major issues for the Dragoons of Detroit. Looking tough for team left side right now. for Team Can I Play Please. But he's at 103 supply. Jasis 150, 142 for RJB. 2 spores remain for Happy. If these mutas can get rid of these 2 spores. Yeah, 1 spore down. Mutaflock is not a full stack, but it doesn't matter. Dealing with Mutalisks in his EVZ is so friggin' annoying. So yeah, if Big Wan's crippled over here and Happy's dead and there's Detroit and Can I Play Please on his own should not be able to do this. Just gonna throw that out there. I think RJB probably has this. Jasis is helping a lot, certainly. Save your sword with that Reaver drop. With this production he's throwing up here too, Save Your Sword's been a really good teammate as well. Yeah, Detroit just doesn't have enough production here. Probably doesn't have enough probes. I mean, it's 1 on the left side and at least 12 on the right side. I can assume that's probably not like 80 on the right side there, though, huh? What's up, Allbrand? This is a decent one, yeah. Nobody's technically dead at 12 minutes. Although Happy's pretty dead. He's going to try to cockroach in here. Yeah, building a hatch right there. Sorry, I'm going to creep all over your base, man, but it's nothing doing. Kind of feel like if Can I Play Please and Detroit went up against Save Your Sword, they could kill him. Thing is, the mass Mutalisk play here of RJB is kind of a problem if nobody has any Corsairs. It's a lot of Dragoons. And Dragoons trade okay against Mutas, but not if there are 100 of them and not if they have upgrades. Whew. Save Your Sword defending with Storm as he should do. Jasis defending with tanks, as is also a good idea here. Yeah, fall back to the tanks there. I'm not sure if RJB is trying to go... He's got a Greater Spire, so probably Guardians are a big part of this play soon. Not necessarily right now. Detroit clearing out Spire Mines, attacking Save Your Sword. Save Your Sword 1-1 upgrades. Detroit 1-1-1 upgrades. Better upgrading from Detroit in this game. APM spiking up to 60 or so. High ground siege tanks. Here from Big Wan. He just drops them here outside SOS's base. But Wraith clears them out. Little Tom Kazansky action. Iceman, played by Val Kilmer, who did recently die. A tragic story about Val being sick for so long. Happy is technically still here. I don't know why RJB left him with 500 hit points, but he did. Happy going for the infested command center. He gets it. He infests Big Wan's only command center. Really, really excellent job. Ugh, Big Wan now has to rebuild a command center, but there's stuff in the way, and his own stuff's in the way, and his teammate stuff's in the way. That sucks, dude. That really sucks. I mean, at this point, I think RJB probably beats him just because Can I Play Please hasn't played a lot recently. I think RJB is maybe the better player all around as well, even if Can I Play Please is at the top of his game. So probably RJB wins 7 or 8 out of 10, I would say. Jasis being a good teammate. Look at him go. Look at him go against Detroit here. SOS is listening to the cast while he's playing. Stream sniping? Not the stream snipes. It's like I'm in a different game. I'm calling all the stuff that's happening that you can't see and you're not paying attention to. That makes sense. Dollarville says 44 out of 50 likes. We're coming up at the end of the stream. 50 likes is a good metric to hit for a 4-hour stream. And I think we can get there, YouTubers. High ground tanks from Big Wan continuing to be a giant menace. Good spread on these tanks by JSys. This is pro-level stuff, man. Reaver, siege tanks, firing away. Reaver, shoot a thing. Reaver spinning, does a 360 spin, and then runs away. Reaver does not fire on a thing at all. How's it going, Sweet Gaming? Doing well. This is a really good 4v4 fastest map battle. Looking like Team RJB's got this thing, but SOS, Savior Sword, not doing great on overall supply, but Happy, Big Wan, and Detroit are all under 100 supply too, so this powerhouse teammate, this matchup with RJB and JSys seems to be doing pretty okay for itself. Ah, well, I'm glad to hear that, Sweet Gaming. I assume you have your own channel. What are you up to? That's a lot of Ultralisks out of RJB. So the follow-up from the mass Muta play is 1,000,000 Ultralisks. Slow Ultralisks, mind you. But this center is Siege Tank, Ultra. I mean, the answer to this is going to be, I don't know, battle cruisers or carriers or something. But mass Ultra busting through a wall where there are Siege Tanks and cannons back there. Dark Swarm protecting the Ultralisks on some level. Pretty good thumbnail for the stream. Wow, can he break through it anyway, even with the number of siege tanks that are there? And he does. Breaks through. Tanks are dead. I don't know if they have the upgrades necessary to handle that. But Big Wan, who has been in a big spot of trouble the entire game, is further unhappy at the fact that 100 Ultralisks showed up. Detroit's alive. Can I play, please? Is alive. Yeah, Ultra, that does sound fun. The Team Micro thing, huh? Team Micro Arena. Yeah, Big Wan has just never really been able to get on his feet here today. He got triple team to start us off. A nice plague on these SCVs. Nothing really to take advantage of it. Ultra's getting plagued as well, which means they die a lot faster. Can I play, please? Is calling the GG. Big Wan calls the GG. The hatch inside his own base was not very good either. And bam. Yeah, Big Wan just constantly getting hit. Great performance from JSys and Savior Sword, especially. And then RJB just being RJB at the end of it. And Team RJB is the winner. GG's. Ah, fair enough, Sweet Gaming. Well, sometimes you get busy. All right, so GG. Team RJB gets the win there. We'll put that through the prediction filter. JSys outproduced everyone, outkilled everyone, and outlost everybody. What a good kill-death ratio. I'm not sure anybody did today. Everybody's either like 1-to-1 or way overproducing for how many things they killed. Yeah, nobody was efficient with their units today at all. Just a lot of throwing their stuff into the meat grinder. RJB killed the most buildings, and then... Can I please outspend everyone? But RJB was right with him. JSIS was a very, very good number 3. And good games. Good games. SOS is like, basically, that was just me versus Detroit the whole time. Kind of was, wasn't it? All right. I got to go watch some basketball, so we're going to wrap that up here. But thanks for hanging out for a Monday edition of the Falcon Paladin Brood War stream. Thank you for the support from people like I'm Jim Raya for raiding with 38 people. We got a raid from Sleepwalker92. We got a super chat from YH all the way from Canada. A raid from DeWalt. A resub with Prime by Lawrence for 10 months in a row. And that is our support today. So thanks again. We'll do a quick raid on some folks. We're going to be back on Thursday with more StarCraft and back here on Twitch for more Secret of Mana and streaming to the YouTube as well if you are a YouTube kind of a watcher. Hey, Kaiafai, I'm glad you enjoyed the Brood War content. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Hamster says, mech was a mistake from 9. I mean, going mech as fast as he did and also getting it scouted and then getting triple teamed. I mean, I don't know. I'm not even sure if he would have survived if he hadn't gone mech, because getting triple teamed is still tough. So either way, I'm out of here. We'll catch you with StarCraft on Thursday and Secret of Mana tomorrow. So catch you then. Love you all. Stay safe and healthy, and take care of yourselves. Bye.
You vastly underestimate me, my dear.
I don't think so, Admiral. You see, at this point, I'm pretty much the queen bitch of the universe.